FIF Sports, man. Y'all see the y'all see the topic of the video. Y'all know what time it is, man. We gotta again another day where we really got to talk about something that's real. Just all this basketball stuff is entertainment, you know. But when I saw this story, I'm just like, it's like another one. It's another one gone. In no other field of entertainment do we see this many deaths. At least related to violence. And it's starting to get ridiculous. It's starting to get ridiculous, starting to get out of hand. We're going to wait till people get in the chat, man, because we're really going to chop it up again about some real stuff. We got to really talk about this hip hop culture, how it correlates to sports, how it affects athletes, and how we all, including athletes, including media, Black community, white community, how we all responsible for perpetuating this type of behavior. We all responsible to some degree. But yeah, King Von, man, fatally shot in Atlanta. King Von, fatally shot in Atlanta, man. In a physical altercation with, reportedly the physical altercation was with Quandro Rondo. The fist fight turned into gunfire. There was gunfire from multiple parties. There was gunfire from police, gunfire from, I'm assuming, King Von's party, gunfire from Quandro Rondo's party. I don't know. I mean, the cops are still trying to hash out the details. 2 people dead on the scene. King Von was rushed to the hospital. He passed a few hours later. And just another incident where if everybody just go home and let the pettiness go, live to see another day. I mean, none of this stuff could be happening. We up to 48 people. I'm gonna wait till we get to about 100 people in here before we really start cooking it up on today's topic, because this is something we really just got to go ahead and address, man. Get it out the way. So I think we doing a lot of things that are detriment to our own community. Let me get this link ready. Matter of fact, hold on. I haven't even looked at the chat yet. Let me just get this link. I want to see who all's in the chat. We do got some giveaway information, so we're going to touch on that. But I really want y'all to chop it up, man. And then just based on where you are in the United States, I mean, how does this type of music impact? How does it impact your community? Whether you're in the hood, whether you're in the suburbs, whether you're in college, the music impacts you to some degree. You know, I'm around a lot of athletes. I mean, this type of music is just used to get you through tough workouts. Although in most cases it doesn't necessarily correlate to some people's daily lives. So I'm just real curious to see how this music affects you in your life. And is it something that we got to look to change? Because at the end of the day, there has to be some connection between the music and what's actually going on, because somebody's out there taking it seriously. I mean, these incidents don't happen if somebody is not out there taking this music and some of the messages perpetuating in this music seriously. Young City, yes, I did used to stay in Chicago. Yes, I did. I was in first I was in Cal City, then I moved into Chicago, right off 76 and Yates, right over there. It wasn't too bad over there. Never had any problems with anybody. Solid, you know what I'm saying? Man, it's another crazy day. I'm dropping the link in here, man. And I want y'all to really, we gotta get on this, man. Appreciate you guys for getting in here. I see everybody in the chat now. First, I didn't have my chat pulled up, so I apologize if I didn't acknowledge you immediately. But I just dropped the link in the chat. But we got to figure out, like, how does this correlate to sports? And although, with me, I'm not in the streets. I mean, I know some of you guys are not in the streets. Some of you guys may be in the streets. What can we do all do individually to start fixing this? Because we can't keep allowing it to happen. This is one of the things that's affecting our ability to have generational wealth. I mean, who knows what King Von could have did 10, 15 years from now? Who knows what type of generational wealth he could have created, not just for him, but for the people around him, for the people working for his team. You know, now all of that's gone. Like his death is going to affect hundreds of families closely tied to him. This is why we can't keep killing our own, because when one drop with Pop Smoke, I mean, these guys is taking care of a lot of people. These guys is putting people, and these guys is getting some kids through school. And when they go, so does the future of a lot of other people. This is why, if you're in the inner circle of one of these like top entertainers, you got to be more protective of them. You got to be the friend that steps up and says, you know what? When this show is over with, we hopping in the car, we getting up out of here. We not even gonna allow time for something to brew. We're not gonna allow time for it, because at the end of the day, regardless of how real you are, how tough you think you might be, the main thing that we deal with, especially in the Black community, is jealousy, people being envious, and just pure hate. For whatever reason, I don't know why we do this, and I know this happens just with everybody in general. But in the Black community, primarily, we dealing with jealousy. I mean, we see it here on YouTube. We see jealousy, envy, and hate. We can't be appreciative of the next man's success. All right. If somebody else is doing good, we don't know how to salute to them and help big them up. We always trying to find ways to tear the next person down. It's always about me trying to look better than you. It's never about seeing somebody else do good. We see it. We see it even in some of the small things we do. True. We see it even here on this channel. And I think that's sad, man. I think that's sad that a lot of people got to take that approach. So, I mean, if you're one of the people that are saying RIP King Von, make sure, man, when you get off this chat that you can check yourself and be like, damn, I was just jealous of my homie, man. He got that car. I was just jealous. We can't do that. Let me get True to King, and we got Jason Brown in here. Jason Brown, what you got on this, man? I know that the news of King Von, man, that hit me, man, because I'm listening to his music. I mean, I see he next up, and then
yeah, when I first heard it, I was like it's another rapper. Like, we gotta really sit down and evaluate. Like, this is another rapper that died this year alone. You're not even counting, the previous years and years ago. It's like, man, it's a really sad situation. Me living in California, out here, the gang banging is like, I know in Chicago too, it's like a culture, and then there's just people like, it's like a way of life. And like, there's people going around. I see people nowadays on social media, dissing people's dead homies, and next thing you know, they end up getting killed. It's just like, it's no really regard for life. Like, people don't even care about life no more. It's like people don't like. It's just unfortunate circumstances, like, to see this happen. But these guys got to take more responsibility. He had money. He's still out here going around. FBG Duck. I know they was had beef with each other or whatever. So like, they out here. He ended up they dissing him, and a couple months later, King Von ended up getting killed. So it's like a repeated cycle of just hatred. Like, that needs to stop. Like,
what you got on this True to King?
Yeah, man, it's sad, man. It's like, it's crazy. I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of King Von, but still, it's just crazy. Like, I was shocked. I'm like, oh snap! Like he just got shot. He got killed earlier. I was like, dang. But you got to stay away from the BS, man. Like, I mean, yeah, like, it's just like everything y'all said was right when it comes to jealousy and the envy and the culture and stuff like that. But when you at that level. When you made it at that certain level, man, you gotta stay away from the BS, man. Like, you gotta be prepared. Like, you have to move right and move the right way. You can't like we know plenty of people that been in these situations that's still alive today or don't move that certain way. You know what I mean? So it's like y'all gotta stop. It's just like it was no need. Stay away from the BS, man. You're not in the streets no more. You're not a gang. Like once you like, I don't care how. Listen. You can't do both. You can't be a gangster and a rapper. Yeah, you can rap that in your songs and stuff like that. But you try to do that, look what happens to you. You go to jail or you're gonna die. Simple as that. Like you can't do both, man. You can't listen, man. You left that life for a reason. You don't got nothing to prove. Like you got nothing to prove. You made it out. You taking care of your family and your loved ones, and your children. Like what's like at this point it gets ridiculous. Like it's like, come on, man. Like and then because you already know the people were hating on you. People were jealous of you. People hating on you. Boozy, one of Boozy's one of the most his biggest quotes said, man, you listen, like, well, he didn't die in his hood, but still, it just when you in that, it's not, but you still when you in that environment, you still I don't care where you at, you don't care if you at it ain't where it's from or not. When you in that type of environment, you in them type of settings, you don't gotta be there. Like, what for what? Why are you in shootouts for? Like it's ridiculous, man.
Hey, Mr. Moss, I really want to hear what you got to say on this because I know you always have interesting takes on stuff like this. What you got on?
Oh man, I'm actually just clocking off work, man, and so I saw your title, and even though I'm out here in California, I follow the Chicago rap scene very close. You know, Little JoJo, Keith Chief, Little Reese, FPG Duck, you know, Tay 600, all those guys, man. So I did hear about King Von. I didn't watch some of his stories on YouTube and shit, man, but I think the cars before pretty much touched everything I wanted to say. You know, I mean, if God blessed you and put you in a level where you can succeed, then at some point you just got to move away. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes being in your own city, guys don't respect that. There's jealousy. There's enviness. You know, I mean, some of this goes back to Chicago, the city. You know, not putting our young black brothers in position to win, far as jobs and doing other things than just, you know, gangster rap or just, you know, Chicago rap scene, drill music. You know what I'm saying? You got guys, dead homies. And here's what I don't understand. You know, FTB Duck was killed downtown Chicago in one of the most, you know, richest hoods in Chicago. And I'm like, do you not think you can't be touched? Like these guys think they untouchable, as if a bullet can't penetrate their skin and hit these vital organs. Right. So this is it. So honestly, man, this is a topic that I'm very passionate about. I'm a twin, and my twin was murdered by another black man. It was a mistaken identity out here in California, and that tore my family apart. You know what I'm saying? And so when I hear about a black man shooting a black man, and it'd be over some of the most pettiest shit. You know what I'm saying? And but then again, though, you know, unless you in Chicago and you live that lifestyle, we don't know what this man did before or what the reason was. But some of these kids just don't know better. That's all they know. It's not an excuse. You know what I'm saying? I think we all come from a little bit of poverty, bad situations, but it's like some of these kids need a distraction. They need to find other shit to do. It can't be all based about, you know, drill rapping, trying to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? But man, I just feel for the moms. I watched my mom. Lamont, man, I watched my mom to this day. It's been 16 years since my twin passed away, and I watched my mom suffer day in and day out. You know what I'm saying? Every day, man, it's painful. But so if anything, you know, I feel bad for the moms, the sisters, the brothers. You know, because a lot of times people who do this shit to people don't understand the effect you have on others. You know, if I go out and kill somebody, that man's mom and dad, sister, brother have to deal with that pain forever. And it's a pain that I can't even describe in my stomach. And so even though you start by saying you want to hear my take, I mean, I love this topic, man. I mean, I love the fact that we can get into stuff like this. It ain't always a basketball topic. And now we're talking some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So let me close by saying this. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how famous you are. Somebody always going to be jealous. They're looking at you. You could have done something 10, 15 years ago, man. And guess what? Karma's a bitch. And sometimes it'll come back and get you when you least expect it.
Yeah.
But like Bucci said, a lot of these guys go back to their cities. They want to drive to McDonald's, Burger King, eat at these fancy restaurants. You can't have a pocket full of money, drive in a nice car, and you made it, and you back in the hood, and the homies didn't make it. That shit don't work that way. Period.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's sad news, man. Sad news because
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after FBG Duck passed away and got killed in downtown Chicago, an area that I've actually been to, that Pacific where he was at, I've been there. That was sad news. You know what I'm saying? It's just too many young guys dying and being killed for literally no reason, and they claim the hood and sets that they don't even own. I mean, I just don't get it, man. It's like it's heartbreaking, man. So I appreciate you actually bringing this up, man, and you making this a topic of discussion, man. I appreciate that, man.
Yep, no problem. Hey, I'm gonna say one thing, and then we're gonna go to Fahar. But I'm gonna say this right here. Here's the problem. See, because I like what you said, Mr. Moss, about once you get to a certain level, you can't just go driving through certain areas. You can't go back to your same community because of the level of jealousy and envy. But here's my thing. We only see that in the hip hop culture in Black communities. I don't hear about country songwriters or singers who came out of poverty, because these guys, they come out of poverty too sometimes. They not all rich. And I don't never hear about them going back to their neighborhoods, having to worry about. I don't ever hear about them going to clubs, getting into fights and shootouts with people. We only hear about that in the Black hip hop community, and that's now starting to become the problem. Now that means it's a us problem. It's not a industry problem. It's a us problem. We doing this to ourselves. It's no other. I mean, you don't see white actors. We don't hear about the Tom Cruise going back home to his own communities or whatever, areas of poverty, and dealing with this craziness. We don't hear about, like I said, we just don't hear about it only in hip hop. That's the sad part about it. That's why I say it's a Black problem, where we are just naturally a jealous and envious people. Like, we don't like to see other people do good. In the hood, 99% of the problems in hoods come from jealousy and envy. It's not about real issues. Right. It's not about nothing real. It's usually about he's doing better than me, or he got something, I want to go take it from him. It's never about nothing that actually matters. It's just jealousy and envy. That's why you don't like him.
Yeah.
Or her. All right, and it's just petty. Wait, for her, what you got on it?
Well, I wanted to stop here and holler at y'all for a minute, man. I'm not too familiar with the brother, man, but blessing to his family and everybody that has something to do with that situation, man. But I am an artist before I am anything. I've been doing music all my life. I came out the hood. I'm from Memphis. I'm from Westwood. And I totally understand that lifestyle and being an artist in that lifestyle. I moved when things started doing good. I started doing more shows, started traveling, things like that. I moved out the hood. Like, I still own my house in the hood, but I moved out and I moved downtown in Memphis. And I got a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? When I moved, like, yo, you too good, you can't stay out here no more. I'm like, the mindset changed. You know what I'm saying? The mindset and the lifestyle that I want to live is not here. Not that I had beef with anybody in my neighborhood, just on behalf of I'm learning new things. I'm learning new business. I'm going places I've never thought I'd be able to go. So to some, I changed in that. So now I moved to California and everything is working better. Everything is working this and that. I can still get that. You know what I'm saying? Coming back to Memphis is that you do this, you too good for this, you too good for that. But the thing is, man, it's like I understand the concept of growing. And I think that's where a lot of these artists don't ever get. They think if they leave the hood and they don't go back, that the hood gonna treat them a certain way, or the hood gonna say they changed. Believe it or not, the hood 9 times out of 10 respect you more when you don't. Because they want to get out the hood too. Mm-hmm. So by me going through that specifically for myself and staying in my same city, owning my house in my old neighborhood, but living in another place, it was just a mind change. It was growth. It's like I didn't grow necessarily out of the people, but I grew out of the neighborhood. I didn't want to have to worry about me getting a BMW and somebody come stealing it or come robbing it. You know what I'm saying? Come trying to rob you because I got a new car. You know what I'm saying? So when you have these artists, these young artists, they get their money so young. It's like they want to stay in their roots and they want to take those cars back to those neighborhoods. Cause I'm like I said, I'm from Memphis. There ain't no but nice artists. You know what I'm saying? I look at Black Youngster. You know what I'm saying? He taking his his Aventador to South Memphis, but that's why he had to move his mama. You know what I'm saying? His grandmama. Like you know what I'm saying? Things like that because you can't take that and expect everybody to love you and be glad that you got it. You know what I'm saying? Especially with cats you went through the mud with, cats you went through you got locked up with, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the fall from the artists, the young artists getting that money. They already getting bogus contracts. I signed a contract when I was 16-year-old with Universal to do music. Yeah, my mom helped me get out that contract. You know what I mean? Because my mom, she worked for a record label, man, and they missing that thing is that like growth is a positive thing. You don't always have to go back to the hood to show everybody. You can love people from a distance. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's something that needs to be taught because they don't teach you when you get that money. They don't teach you when you get that money you sign a contract because they don't want you to know what you need to do and what you 9 times out of 10 these record labels want you to get killed so they can keep your masters. So it's like we got to understand it as people, especially our culture. You're not lying about our culture. It's only our culture. People feel like that country music stars go back to their neighborhoods all the time and they get love. You know what I'm saying? Even gospel artists, they go back to their neighborhoods and they get love. It's only this thing of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Is where we hate on each other and we like, you know what, he went to school with me. Now he don't holler at me no more. He didn't grow on away from you. Ain't no sense for y'all. Ain't no sense for y'all to consistently communicate like that. So, like the guy said before, man, bless him. Like he said, you don't know what he done in the past that probably led up to this or things like that. But the fact is, we got so much other stuff going on in the world, man. We need to really be together on this one. And I know that's something that everybody say, but that's a realistic thing. Like we had the most, we had a crazy racist president that let the kept allowing the police to kill us and to this day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's more stuff out here to worry about. You know what I'm saying? Then worry about old boy. He call you a B. He call you a H. Like I done grew out of that. You can call me a B and H, and I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing at the end of the day because I got a family to provide for. I got things that got to be done. I got goals that got to be met. So I ain't meant to
Hey,
take
bro,
up a
can I
whole.
ask you a question real quick, man?
Yes, sir.
If you don't mind, the rapper dude, Lamont talked about jealousy and enviness, but when you were an upcoming rapper and you saw some of your peers getting that money, getting shows, traveling and stuff, isn't it good not to be jealous, but like go to him and say, look, man, instead of me saying I wish I had that, show me how to get that. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't want to go ask questions and learn the process and ask the question, hey man, instead of me trying to rob you or steal from you, just show me how to get that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, how you do these beats. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times the jealousy comes from a place where, because a lot of guys don't want to work for shit. They want shit the easy way. But I got a lot of friends who are in pretty good positions, right? And so instead of me just saying, hey man, can I get this or that? I always say, teach me, show me. How'd you do that? Like, don't just give it to me. Like, I want you to show me how you got here so that way I can fish for myself. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys don't want to do that. They just want the easy route and they want
Yeah, but that's the perfect
to
scenario. You kind of
believe.
going in and out. But I wanted to say that what he said was the perfect scenario. That's how it's supposed to go. That's the thing. Like when I see my brothers grow, when I see my brothers get a new car, when I see them have a kid or get a new job, things like that, I'm happy. It's like I got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm net happy, even if I'm still in the dirt and the mud doing these things. Like I'm excited if it happened to me. But the thing is, man, like where I'm from, they didn't teach me that though. The neighborhood I'm from didn't teach me that mentality. Some of the schooling I had didn't teach me that I could be great and teach me that I can do certain things beyond measure. So it's like they don't know because they never learned it. You know, your mama and your pops can only tell you certain things, and if they the only one telling you, then it's like it kind of don't matter because you ain't hearing it from nowhere else. Even that could be the right thing. So, but he right, man. I that's what should happen, and that's the mentality I got. You know, even being on YouTube, it's like I'm not for the hate on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all made it. No, it's like I want to analyze what y'all did. I'm gonna go back and watch the videos. I want to see where you came from to where you at today. And if I can get in touch with you, I want to ask questions on how I need to go about doing stuff other than you just handing me a bone and say I'm gonna tell everybody to follow you. No, just show me how to do it. I'll figure it out.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, CJ.
Y'all didn't set it up, but one thing I want to say is, hey, Judah King said something about, he gotta leave the hood and this and that. It's like with Ken Vaughn, you know, it's like he can't leave the hood. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know that he been like you know what I'm saying, he been in the type of lifestyle for many years before he came to the rap scene. You know what I'm saying? I think his uncle is like one of the main people that started the gang culture in Chicago. That's why he's called a grandson. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't easy for him to just get out that from that lifestyle. But what happened today, man, it's crazy, bro. I seen the footage and dog, bro. He was fine to do, and I guess the dude just took the gun and just shot him. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
Yeah, but
it is what it is. But rest in peace to the dude though, cause like I said, the dude was probably jealous of him. You know what I'm saying? Cause he getting money out here, and he not getting money. Hey man, rest in peace to Ken Vaughn and his family, man. You know what I'm saying?
what
Yeah.
that was so sad, you know, for that. And what's sad
So
about
sad.
when I watched that video and see the guy they jumped and he was trying to help Vaughn, and then
Yeah.
one of his friend was punching him. I thought that was like a weak move. Like he trying to help the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to help the guy.
Nah, bro. Hold on. It's deeper than y'all think, yo. He wasn't trying to help him. He was trying to take his chain.
Yeah,
Cause
yeah, 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 yeah.
he was trying to snatch his chain off his neck. That's why his friend came over there and just snuffed him down. But
But to
all
me,
this thing, it's way deeper, bro. They wasn't even beefing over a girl. They was fighting because they literally, it's because of NBA YoungBoy. It's like the other dude, Quando Rondo, he basically standing up for NBA YoungBoy because he would his record
No,
label
no,
with
Aaron
no,
Burr,
his
that's
rap
nah,
group.
not
nah,
how
Ken
it
Vaughn,
happened.
Ken
That's not
Vaughn
the
came
story.
out. Ken Vaughn came out and
That's
shut
not
that
the
shit
story.
down though. Ken Vaughn said he
Listen,
not beefing with
of
NBA
course
YoungBoy.
they're not gonna put it out there. Kim Von
No,
not gonna go in the
that's not how
interview
it
and say,
started.
"Yeah, I'm
Nah,
beefing with
you
NBA
can't
YoungBoy."
put an NBA YoungBoy in
No,
this shit, bro.
that's not how
Listen,
it first
Come on,
started.
man.
bro. Listen. Who got a train? Listen, bro. It's
Yeah,
deeper than
somebody
that.
got a
Kim Von,
train by him. Put yourself
listen,
on
y'all gotta
mute.
understand. King
Yeah,
Von
that sounds crazy.
never had an issue with Quando Rondo or NBA YoungBoy. When he was in Chicago, he didn't have an issue with them boys. The reason why they have static is because Kim Von is cool with YNW Melly. And YNW Melly got beef with NBA YoungBoy. That's why T Grizzly and NBA YoungBoy got in the shootout in Florida, because T Grizzly is YNW brother. Like they're like best friends.
I remember that.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah,
he got into it. That's in the rap game. Everybody be standing up for their partners. Like if you cool with somebody, you gonna stand up for them. So he ran into NBA YoungBoy
That's right.
Rolling Loud,
That
and they
ain't
but
split.
everybody.
that's
Okay,
not
but
how it
Iron Bite
happened.
though,
That's
Iron
because
Bite,
But
Iron
Quando
that's
Bite.
ran
not.
into
Hold
But
young
here's
boy.
a
on, hold on.
problem. But here's a problem. Is at the end of the day, why you gotta be in that part of that dumb shit? And it's dumb shit. At the end of the day, it's
Bro,
dumb shit. At the end
that's
of the
how they
day.
Ken Von is a real street
No,
dude.
okay, I'm gonna tell you.
You
Okay,
see
I'm
how
gonna tell
Pac
you
was
this.
rolling, right?
You're a real street
Hold
nigga.
up,
Listen,
but I'm gonna
let me
tell you.
get
But
Hold on.
when you making music, when you a musician, you gotta leave that shit alone. You can't be a gangster and and be a rapper. You can't do it. Name me a person that can been a gangster and been a rapper and being successful.
Snoop Dogg.
they usually end up
Man,
dead.
he
Snoop
left it
ain't
alone
no.
years
Okay,
But
ago,
listen,
man.
Snoop Dogg is a crib, but he a crib, but
Yeah,
hey,
he
he left
listen,
that
nah,
a
nah,
long
nah.
but he
He
Snoop
not
ain't
in the
Dogg,
dead,
street.
man, he
bro.
Okay,
50
he's a
years old.
crip. He's
He
a crip,
50
but he
years
not in
old.
the streets. He's
He
not
ain't
in the streets.
bro. You like Soldier
Nah, but
Boy's a
it's
blood,
different.
but he ain't no
But
fucking
yo,
Like,
gangster.
of course, you gonna be okay when you
hey,
when
true.
you was part of that street life, whatever, and you move and
Hey,
you graduate, grown, and you have the growth. Of course, you going, but you
hey,
not in the streets no more.
true is different though. Ken Von is different though, bro.
Man, that's
That
My
okay.
look,
We can
situation wasn't
say
about
it's
young boy.
Hold
different.
on,
That
hold on,
situation
let me
hold
wasn't
say
on.
about
something.
young boy.
I want to
Let,
say
let me say
something.
this right real quick. I'm gonna say this, then I'm gonna go to IRA 865 because he's just getting in the chat. But look, y'all, we talking about the story. Like, I don't care if this has anything to do with Quandro Rondo. I don't care if it has
Right.
anything to do with NBA YoungBoy. At the end of the day, it ain't worth somebody dying. So y'all can make up all this excuses about it's deeper than that, or it's about a girl, or it's about this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, I mean, if it's really that serious, I mean, go fight it out. It ain't nothing to where you can shoot them. You can shoot somebody over and then take a life. And then,
Right.
like I say, now we talking about, oh, he was trying to take his chain, this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, there's video of a guy who they were fighting, who's
Right.
helping them get to the hospital. So at the end of the day, when the bullets fly and somebody's actually about to die, everybody whole tune change, because you can yell all this stuff on raps, but when somebody's dying in your hands, your whole mindset changes and it ain't no joke no more. So like I said, at the end of the day, it's all petty. I don't
Oh,
want to hear nothing about no
right. Lamar,
excuses or yeah. Go ahead,
let me touch
Iron
on
Bite.
something real fast.
Yeah.
The reason why he got in that situation is because he was moving wrong. When you get that money and you out the hood, you gotta move right.
Definitely.
You're not
But
the
my
muscle.
point, but Iron Bite, my point is that why in the hip hop, why only in with the black community can you move wrong? Why can't we go back to our hoods and feel safe? Why is there all this jealousy and envy in
Right.
our communities to where
Right.
we can't even go back and feel safe? But it's like I said, other people we got Mexican rappers who can go back to the ghettos in Mexico and be safe. Ain't nobody gonna touch them. Nobody gonna do nothing. We got UK rappers the same way. It's only in the US, our communities, where this nonsense continues to happen. No other field of entertainment do they have to worry about going home, or at least going into another community like theirs in another state, and this
Right.
types of stuff happen. It's all over pettiness. These guys is out at 3 a.m. Where's all the guys around you saying, look, we done, our business here at the club is done. It's time to cut out, because again, this is not a city we familiar with. It's time for us to move on. We're not about to hang out. We're not about to do this. We're about to go ahead and just move on, take care of our business. At the end of the day, that's how you have to handle yourself in this climate, because of how pathetic the black community's kind of gotten with some of this stuff. We got too petty. It's too much jealousy. Hold on, let's go to IRA 865. Let's go to IRA 865, and then we got a new guy in the chat, Matt Man the guy. We're gonna go to him next. But what you got on this, IRA?
Hey, bro, I like what you said, but I'm gonna tell you what I think stop us from doing what you said and having that comfortability like other industries is our culture towards police. Our situation with police, people don't want security and shit when you're in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like most guys want to be able to say, I can still run around in my hood and I still got the same level of street cred, prestige, yada yada, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? They're not really looking at it like, even though I can get robbed, I need to have security, because their security might be the niggas that they grew up with. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't enough for me to put 10 racks into the hood and get guns all over the place. You heard what Dirk said. I put Drake around Drake. That's how they look at it. He ain't looking at it like real life security and all that other stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because you can't be seen with police like it. But I think it's hip hop as a culture, bro. It's a Trojan horse for Luciferian ideologies, bro. It's always going to create self-destruction and that type of energy. You know what I'm saying? Constantly showing off, constantly throwing your money around, constantly doing that. There's no way you're not going to create situations of envy and jealousy. And a lot of people want to. That's what it's about. It's the culture today. Social media, everything. They do anything for clout. You see what I'm saying? They'll plug you just so it can be on Facebook. You see what I'm saying? They'll do that. We'll do that right now. You know what I mean? I think it's the programming of music, bro. People don't realize how deep music is, man. I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, when somebody pull up on somebody on their way there, they listening to hip hop and they turning up to something else. You see what I'm saying? When you're on your way to your missions, we listen to that shit, bro. It's almost like anthems for a lot of people. You feel what I'm saying? And everybody can't distinguish it. And when you deal with a level of poverty that we do, you know, temptation is heightened. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot deeper. And then some people, families, my uncle, my daddy, shit like that, they in it. So automatically they treat you like you in it. You know what I mean? You can't really gang yourself unless you cut it out completely. So you just gotta have a balance. But I think if we looked at the police a little different, we wouldn't care to have police ride with us when we pull up somewhere when we famous. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't worry about that. We'll pull up with security. Shit, I would have still take 6 or some shit like that. That's just me personally. If I was on that level, and I still felt the need to have to go through the hood. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the police. I don't care about that. You know, I'm gonna have real life security people. I don't give a damn what is it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do that. I feel like it's necessary. You got to.
Yeah, I feel you. Hey, Matt, man, the God, thanks for jumping in. This is the first time I've seen you in here. Appreciate you for joining. What you got on this?
Man, what up to everybody, bro?
Yes, sir. What's good?
Hey, man, we all gotta be kings. We gotta grow up, man. We gotta support each other. If we don't support each other, man, it's gonna get worse. And the devil is working. He move in mysterious ways like God do, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we gotta take heed into our to this culture. Y'all gotta believe in these sacrifices, man. We can't be lost out here, y'all. We gotta pay attention. It's real out here, man. If y'all ain't see that young brother with that gun faking like he was hurt and he got shot, it was a setup, man. Y'all gotta look at the video again. Then he got the hopping around. He was shooting him when he was on the ground when King Von was punching him up, man. Y'all gotta look at the video, man. And where was all King Von people at? Y'all gotta look at it, man. It's sacrificial, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, can you go into more in depth on that with the sacrifice shit? Like, I don't
Don't
get that
go.
part. What you mean?
You don't gotta go more depth than that, man.
Y'all gotta look at it, bro. Y'all gotta look at that video, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. You gotta be careful how you move, like Dog said, man. When you rich like that, you can't be popping out just anywhere, man.
Hey, but listen, I feel like you know how people back then used to squabble, like throw your sets up, let's do it out. But nowadays,
When the last time they did that, dog? When the last time they did that?
Let me finish, bro. Listen, but nowadays people don't want to fight no more because if you getting your ass beat, it's going on social
That's embarrassing.
and you get.
But people, hold up, even before social media, people were still shooting people. So it's like
But listen, though. If you get in a fight, a celebrity get in a fight with another celebrity, and one of them is getting pounced on, getting beat up, he do not want that shit on social media because he know what's gonna happen. He's gonna
be embarraed. Yeah, they're gonna lose their career.
So his defensive mechanism is to shoot. That's why his friend popped out. Like, you're not about to embarrass our set like that. You know, we out here putting out this energy. We got to protect that.
Hey, man, listen. Yeah, when you in the streets, look, I'm in Detroit, man. I'm from Detroit. When you in the streets, you live that street life, man, you bound. That's what you gonna get, bro. It's life. He talk all that craziness, man. These little young brothers be out here acting like they God, man. They can't be touched, man. Nobody is invincible.
Right.
Nobody is
there you go. Ain't cool. It's not cool to live, man. Ain't cool to live, man. That's what people mindsets is. They ain't cool to live. Ain't cool to get old and stuff like that. And it's like, it's crazy. Like these people don't care about living. It seems like, you know what I mean?
Bro. You know what I'm saying? They got money, they got the power. I like that the little brother was feeding his people, man, you know, and all that.
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm saying? That gotta somewhere in y'all heart, man. That gotta touch y'all, man, to show you that you still got brothers who love their people.
And
he was doing a good job.
And it's like this. I feel like this situation is different from the Pop Smoke and the what's the other one? The Nipsey one. Because this one, Von was the aggressor. From what we saw, he was the aggressor. So when you get into it with somebody and you end up getting shot, you know, that's on you. It's like you moved wrong. You can't be a muscle no more. You on top now. You feeding your family. You feeding your friends. You gotta let them be the muscle. You can't be all out there like that.
Yeah, people look up to you, man. You when you're a role model like that, man. And then a little dude just got out of prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he blew up. Hey, y'all can't say he ain't blow up faster than anybody in the game.
Yeah, homie got like 2-3 bodies, bro. He was about it.
Yeah, we don't care about all that. What I'm saying is this. Here's the thing. I look at it like this. Whether it's Pop Smoke, whether it's Nipsey, whether it's King Von, whether it's Duck, like all these dudes, what's in common is that it's all over stuff we rap about. With Nipsey, it's the snitch culture. That dude who shot Nipsey, y'all can say conspiracy and all this stuff you want, but it was basically, you know, when you call somebody a snitch, you're supposed to retaliate in the hood, right?
Yep.
That's
the code.
That's street culture. That's street code. So when we move on to the Pop Smoke, that was a B&E, breaking and entering. Florida rappers is real big on that. Same thing in Cali. B&E's breaking in. They talk about this in rap songs, so it correlates. So they talk about it, they doing it. So the King Von, they fighting, they get going to the club, hanging out late, getting into it with people that you really don't have no business or real beef with, getting into it with, and then y'all go outside, bullets start flying, and now somebody dead, multiple people dead on top of that. In all these situations, it all correlates back to the same stuff that we hear in these rap songs, and they really trying to reenact this stuff out in real life.
You're right,
it's
bro.
all sad, man.
It don't matter where you at, even if you move away from Chicago, Detroit, Cali, wherever y'all at, man, it's gonna follow you. It's gonna follow you.
You put that energy out there, and you trying to still be about that life, man. Because we talk about like the rappers, but we gotta be also specific too of what type of rappers is unfortunately.
That's true. That is true. That is true. That is true.
Because you don't see no conscious rappers, you don't see no other type of rappers that whatever. They can do what they want.
I ain't seen Lupe get killed. I ain't seen Common get killed. I mean, it's the way
you see, them type of rappers, they can do it. They do what they want.
Also, what Lamar was talking about with the black community, it's like we idolize those kind of stupid, ignorant shit. Like, look at CJ talking about, he got 3 bodies. Like, you like, it's like you so proud of it. Like, that's nothing to be proud of.
I'm proud of that, man.
I wasn't proud. I'm just saying.
Hold on, but CJ, you don't know that he got 3 bodies. That's what you hear.
He probably got more bodies than that, but right now don't matter.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's an achievement. I'm just saying.
No, but you're saying it, but you saying it like it's fact, and nobody know for fact, even if that's true. And the fact that you even might think that is sad in and of itself.
It's like, but it's like the hip hop culture. We idolize like those gang violence and shit like that. When you see like
we don't idolize that, bro.
Hey, bro, go on Instagram, go on social media. They idolize that.
Let Matt go ahead, Matt. Go ahead.
Hey, bro, y'all ever heard of Doughboy Cash Out and Ice Vezo?
Yeah, back in the day.
Everybody was beefing. Now we all cool with each other, bro. If Chicago did that, that'll wake up the hip hop industry, bro. That'll wake up and open a lot of doors, man.
You gotta realize everybody in Chicago don't rap, so they end that.
But I'm saying though, I'm talking about, man, that when you grow up into men, when is y'all gonna finally grow up, brothers? That's what I'm saying. Like, man, our enemies are our homies now.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That Chicago culture is a little bit different. I mean, I even seen Cali. I seen California. I seen even like you see Bloods and Crips doing songs with each other.
Yeah, but
like
back in the day, that was into it, bro.
No, hold on, but here,
they wasn't to it, and now they got along.
Everybody
same thing with he said in Detroit.
It's about what neighbor. Just because you a Blood and Crip, that don't make you into it. So you ain't really never had no beef. It's really about what's set. That's why you got. For example, I'm gonna break it down for you.
That's true.
In California, you got 8 Trays and 60s beefing. They've been beefing since the late 70s, and they both Crips.
I'm just saying, it's like either. Like I'm just saying, if you see California now being more unified, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's not, I want to say it's unified, but it's getting better where dudes want to sit down and at the table.
Yeah, it's better in Chicago. Chicago, it gets real tricky.
Hey, bro, I stayed in Las Vegas, man. Vegas wild like that too, man.
Hey,
but bro, right, man. You could be a Gerson. It could hang with the Bloods hang with the Crips, the Donna Crips hang with the Rolling 60. It was weird, man, but it was crazy how everybody had ops, but still was cool with the other ops and shit. It was wild.
Hey, true to King, but the reason why Chicago is like that is because the young dudes are running the streets. You get what I'm saying? The young dudes in Chicago.
That's everywhere. Just the culture is different.
Hey, and Cali, you got.
They trying to get their licks back, man. It's all about retaliation, bro. They can't let it go.
I know y'all seen the interview with G Herbo. He said all the OGs like Larry Hoover and King Bay, all them dudes is locked up. It's really
the young dudes run the streets. They getting the money, so they doing regular stuff. And
out here,
you still got the OGs.
It's OGs out here. It's like you got big homies still out here telling. It's not like out here niggas will fight. Like they not just gonna go shoot. In Chicago, they just shooting and shooting.
Well, but there's a few OGs in Chicago.
We got antisocial in here. What you got on this, Anti?
Man, I don't really even know who the dude is, dog. You heard me? But R.I.P. to the man, dog. But bro, like dude said, dog. Me personally, living that lifestyle, I had a mentor that taught me everything about the street life, bro. But he also told me, look, if you do this, you know the consequences that come with it. You
Yep.
heard? So are you willing to accept these consequences? And that's all it is, bro. Like if you accept them consequences, that's why I can't die. I can't really cry over a nigga you was in the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you understand what you was getting yourself into. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I heard Boosie say on the interview though, dog, with him being from Baton Rouge and me being from New Orleans, he was like, bro, once I made my money, I had to get the fuck away from Baton Rouge because
Oh yeah.
people was hating on me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
And they
that's
still
what you
gonna hate
gotta
on
do.
you.
But go to a whole nother city once you get your money as a rapper or whatever you doing, dog. Don't stay in your same city, bro. It makes no
Right.
sense. You know what I'm saying? But dude, like I said though, man, these little young cats getting reckless these days, man. They don't care.
So don't. And it don't matter where you from, bro. Detroit, anywhere, bro. It's niggas everywhere. That's wild.
Niggas ain't really doing too much talking. Like they about action, dog, and they ain't really about action with hands like back in the G. You heard me? They be shooting.
Yeah,
Niggas push it to
that's
get
like
beat
the
up
new
now, dog.
trend. That's like the new trend now. Down, he right. These niggas proud to kill each other, man.
Hey, but
Yeah,
then you gotta think them Chicago niggas, they think they untouchable too, cause you know how Chicago be. So they go to other cities and they think they could act like the same way there. You got killers
but
everywhere, bro.
hey,
No,
Lamont,
they nice. They nice when they come to Detroit, man. We know
Lamont.
they know
That's
we
what
ain't
I'm
on
Yo,
that.
saying.
what up?
This is
They
exactly why me
nice.
They
personally,
nice.
dog, as I evolved over time, dog, I
Crazy,
got my
man.
way, I got myself away
They
from the streets.
nice.
That's why I'm always working two jobs. People always ask me, you ain't got no kids or nothing. Why you always working two jobs? I
And
said
you
because
ain't missing nothing, bro.
the
You ain't
life I
missing
was
nothing in the
living, I'm like
streets.
the life I was living before this shit, dog. It wasn't nothing for me. So I'm like, dude, I don't have to walk in my house and wonder if somebody gonna hit me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta walk around with a gun all the time, even though I still do. I don't have to, cause I know I ain't got no beef with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, facts. Facts.
That's why I keep two jobs, dog, to keep myself away from shit, bro.
Hey,
And,
I
and,
just want to
and
get one.
bro,
I just want to say something. All these rappers, they rap about how they toting guns in them, but every time they get killed, they always lacking. There's no guns on them. Nobody busting back. They just take it and just lay down.
Oh, hold up, son.
Nah,
What happened?
FBG got a gun on him though.
What happened to this dude, dog?
Just shot.
he got killed, man.
No, I'm saying,
I am
what
bite.
was the situation? What
Yeah.
happened?
It don't really. I don't really know. I mean, it's all different theory. We don't really. I mean, I
Mm.
don't really don't. I
Hey,
mean,
Iron
God,
Bite.
God
FBG
usually.
got a gun on him though, but
Y'all gotta
FBG just
rewatch
M
the
on him.
video, bro. Y'all
Oh,
gotta rewatch
it's a
that video.
video to it.
Yeah, he
It's
got set.
video.
To
If y'all
me, it
really
looked
want
like a
to,
setup.
you really want to see the story.
Oh,
If you really want to see what happened, you can get your own take on it. There's plenty of video out there on YouTube. Like I said,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna have their own opinion
it's
of
on
what the
YouTube.
King
video
Von was
is.
mollywopping him.
Yes.
King Von was whooping him, and it looked like the dude was on the side of the car. Just came out, pow, 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 pow. Like damn. Then he
Hold up,
laid on the ground and
hold up,
played
ain't
like
this
he was
dude?
hurt.
Hold up,
That
ain't
shit
this
was
dude King
crazy.
Von a rapper, dog? I ain't got no protection
Yeah,
around
he a
him or nothing,
rapper.
dog.
Man, that
I
don't
ain't
really
Because
got
say
no.
supposed to
but
me.
anti, like somebody just said earlier, in hip hop culture, it's not the cool thing to have security with you because that makes you
No,
look
Hell
not
no.
weak.
security, nigga. You ain't got no entourage with you.
Hold on, but
Right.
hold on,
He
hold on, hold on.
did.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell
He
y'all
had
this
like
right
20
here.
niggas with
Hold on,
him.
I'm gonna tell you right here. It's a big difference between having an entourage of regular people and real
How
security
you get
because
killed with
Yeah.
because, because what's gonna happen with regular
That's how you
people
know they
when they
going
see
in.
that gun come out,
They
regular people
running.
gonna run.
They
You
not
see,
gonna risk their life for you.
if you got trained security with bulletproof vest on, they gonna stand strong. They gonna put a thing out and they gonna blow you down. See, that's the difference. So you can't mess around and just act like your dudes around you is gonna stand there because as you saw with Vine, as soon as bullets got to flying, all you look like ants. It look like roaches just running when the lights get cut off.
Right, man.
Like I said,
Oh,
you can't. It's a
that
big
first
difference.
shot, that first shot knocked bro back. That first
Facts.
shot.
Hey,
The dude was laying on the ground, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all, watch the video. He was laying on
hey,
the ground,
wasn't that
faking.
funny though? When he got shot though, I feel like somebody in his crew shot back.
Nuh-uh. Nobody shot back.
So why
Nobody
that dude
had
was
guns
limping
but
on the
one
floor?
person. Only one person had a gun, bro. And
So
that was the dude by the
why was
car.
the shooter? Why was the shooter on the floor limping
I
though?
heard
No, he
the
was lying. He was tricking them, bro.
I don't ain't no way.
That shit was crazy. He was tricking them. He never got shot or nothing. He was tricking them.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I don't
And
think so, bro.
hey,
You think he
y'all,
gonna lay down,
that
risk his
person
life?
wasn't trying to take that chain, y'all. The person was trying to help Brian, and the tall dude punched him. He thought he was trying to rob Brian, but he was really trying to help him. And then the tall, you see the tall dude like, damn, my bad. He like kind of like apologized a little bit. Then everybody ran. They try to say a police officer did it, but man,
Nah,
y'all
that ain't true. That ain't
False
true.
news, bro.
Nah, bro, I don't
y'all
believe
seen
that.
the
I
little
don't believe
dog on the
that. Cause
ground busting.
listen, bro, you get in a shootout, somebody busts a gun, right? Ain't no way
Yeah,
I'm gonna shoot somebody and lay down and fake like I'm hurt. Cause I don't know what
he
they
did.
got on them. I don't know what the hell they got on them. I'm taking off. I'm tucking.
Bro, you gotta think about it, bro. You come out the club, ain't nobody strapped. Nobody strapped. My mans must have been outside waiting for him to come out that door, bro. They already was on bro head.
Nah, but one thing I know though, I mean, it's certain clubs though, man, where it's certain people, especially if you're from that city, you gonna get in with that gun. It's just depending on who you is.
I was
Like
about
it's
to
certain
say,
people
dog.
that
I
can.
was about
Oh
to say
yeah.
that, dog. Most
Hold
rappers
on.
they get in
Hold
clubs
on.
with guns, dog,
Hey, he
and
did
they
get shot. The
entourage.
shooter did get shot. I think that was the
Yeah,
undercover cop
yeah,
that shot him.
yeah. The security shot back. The
Yeah.
security shot the shot at the shooter.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, y'all gotta look at the video again, bro. I'm telling you, the dude fake like he limped. He fell on the ground, and then he laid
Nah,
there and looked at Von and said, "Pow, pow, pow."
I
Then he
don't. I don't.
faked sick again. He
I don't think it
faced.
was fake because multiple people went to the hospital after the fact with gunshot wounds.
How many
So
people you seen shooting, Kobe? One. Did we only
They
see
said
one?
2 people died plus Von. That's 3, bro.
So it must be in the little THF dudes he was with. Yeah,
Nah,
them his
be something.
peoples. Hey,
I
dog. Hey,
mean, it's still
Chicago. Hey,
sad.
Chicago fuck with Detroit hard, bro. Like we fuck with them, bro. And I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, them niggas be on some grimy ass shit, bro. They be low key beefing and be trying to be homies at the same time. It's a lot of weird beef out here, bro.
Yeah.
It's jealousy, like y'all said the first time, man. It's
That's the
envy.
main thing. It's the beefs really start out of jealousy, especially when
Yeah,
you see the
and it
next
come from
man
your own
doing
crew.
better. Yeah, it can come from your own crew. It can come from your own family. It can come from your own neighborhood. I mean,
Affecting you that lifestyle. That's
Yeah,
what
hey,
happened, bro.
Lamont, but that's like normal. That's like human nature, bro. It's like
no, it's
jealousy and
not
envy.
though. But
Let-
you look. You see, we say that's human nature,
Not human
but
nature.
we don't hear about Garth Brooks going back to his poverty-stricken neighborhood getting shot down.
That
Or
Right?
nigga
common.
said
You don't
Garth
see
Brooks.
common.
Hold
You
on,
stupid.
I'm just
You
using an
don't.
extreme
Yeah.
example
Right.
because it's other.
You
We
silly.
don't hear about these rock stars. These rock stars going back to these poverty-stricken neighborhoods. Oh, he came out from
You
behind
gotta,
the trailer. He came from behind the trailer and
yeah,
shot him. Nah, that only
I'm
yeah.
happened.
You gotta
dead.
realize
No,
this
I'm
though.
saying
Like,
like it's
You
like.
don't see You don't see common out here getting
But
shot
listen,
up
though,
and
when
all
I
that
say it's
stuff,
human
man.
nature, I'm saying it
No,
like
it's not.
we do not want
No.
to see. It's like people do
Dang.
not want to see. When I put somebody on, I do not want that person to be better than me. You get what I'm saying? I do not want that. It's like people
Right.
think like
I
that.
understand what you're saying, but this is right. I mean, but when it comes to this, people getting shot. That's just like,
No. This black culture. This is what we do.
man. Listen, you don't see Common getting shot. You don't see Kendrick Lamar getting shot at.
Hey,
You
bro,
don't
but
It's
guess
see.
what,
yeah.
man? It could happen, bro. It can happen.
Hold on,
Man,
but it's
hey,
also
bro.
about
Hey, it can
about
happen,
having
man.
it's also about having people around you who would tell you when
Right.
something ain't right, or be like,
Chance the
look,
Rapper.
be like, look this, look. If you
Chance
got
the
that
Rapper
homie
could
around
get
you,
slumped, man. Like,
but
it could happen,
what I'm
bro.
saying is, if you got that homie around you, this is why you need real friends around you to be like, man, we ain't even in our own city. We not about to be out here at 3 a.m. hanging around. When we done doing our business here, it's time to get up out of here. We're going through the
And why
back.
y'all
Hey,
hanging with
Lamont.
some
Lamont,
lames,
hold on.
bro?
Let me
They
say
was
this,
hanging with
Lamont.
some lames.
Lamont, this the thing.
Exactly.
Hey, this the thing, fellas. Hey, y'all listen to me good, bro. If you gotta take a pistol somewhere where you feel like you gotta be protected, dog, to
I
be
don't
safe,
need to go
you
there.
don't need to be there, dog. That's
Right.
fact. You don't
yo,
need to be
but
But
there.
y'all gotta understand. These people grew up like this. They like 14 years old. They were a gangbanger. This their lifestyle. That's all they know. That's why they can't leave it alone. They moved to another city
Man,
to
yes
better
you can.
themselves, and
Yes
they
you can,
still,
bro. Yes you
bro.
can.
I'm
Hey,
telling you,
bro.
Bro, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. What are you talking about? You
that's
talking about a
what.
nigga
Hey,
who was up there getting it
I'm
like
giving you an
crazy, dog.
example of them
I am
Chicago
30
rappers,
years
bro.
old. I am not the same nigga I was, dog. You gotta
Yeah,
evolve,
me
my
But
neither,
you
nigga.
bro.
different. You're not a rap. You're not a
You
street
gotta
It's
rapper.
evolve.
time. You ain't got to be a rapper to be
You ain't
gangster,
got
bro. We
exactly,
from the
bro.
streets for real, but we grew up.
Exactly.
Nah,
You gotta get
but
away
check
from
this
that
you
out
gotta,
shit,
though.
bro.
Listen,
you gotta realize these dudes is like 20 years
listen,
old, bro. They
listen.
19,
Yeah.
bro. They
Ken
not
Von,
30,
listen,
40
listen.
years old.
Man, but
Ken
save time.
Von,
He
But
ain't
save
learned
time.
yet.
Ken
But
Von
save.
was a real street
Shit,
nigga
King
before
Von,
rap, so
he
he
could have
been
Where?
got
he
killed in
been living
Detroit.
this lifestyle.
Listen,
He can't live it.
King Von, that's his lifestyle. That's his
Here's
He
fans.
the
They
been
thing.
living that
idolize
shit
that.
before he became a rapper.
Hold on.
Right.
Like here's the problem. This is what I hate. Because again, you keep saying living this lifestyle. Hold on. Living in the hood ain't a lifestyle. Living in the hood is
Sure
you
not.
there.
Choice.
You there because you broke, busted, and disgusted. You can't do shit about it. And you trying to get a come up to get out of that thing. Quit
Right.
acting like being in the hood. No, anybody can live in the hood. All you got to do is be broke.
I'm
It
from
ain't,
the
it ain't,
hood, bro.
it ain't no, it
Lamar,
don't
he
take
wasn't
nothing
even in the
special.
hood.
It ain't nothing special. It ain't nothing about living that lifestyle. Because if you, most of the people that I know that's really in it is trying to find a way out because
Hey,
that is
Exactly.
stressful. Hold on,
Trying
it's
to
That
get out,
shit
stressful.
man.
It's
is pain,
stressful.
bro.
It's
Oh, bro,
stressful.
bro.
Come on, man.
Anytime you
hey,
know all
y'all
the
ever
shit that you
heard?
got.
Y'all ever?
Hold up, son. You do you know all that shit that you gotta worry about when you a real street nigga, dog? You gotta worry about your nigga knocking your head off because he gonna be
Right.
envious that you getting the money.
Real
You
shit.
gotta worry about police. You gotta worry about, man. There's so much shit. Nah, dog, I
No,
couldn't do it no more. I
anybody
couldn't
that's
do it no
really in
more,
it is
dog.
trying to get out.
I couldn't
Exactly.
do it no more,
Hey, bro,
dog.
how about this?
That's the
Hey,
goal.
How
That's
about
the
this,
goal.
bro?
That's the
y'all
How
gotta
goal.
about this? We
understand.
all trying to make it to this day and trying to maintain. We got the shit that surround us, bro. Envious
Hey,
is with all of us, bro. You ain't never gotta have an enemy nowadays.
That's
It's
why I
out
stay.
there.
That's
hey,
why
hey.
I stay to myself. I
Let
have
me
no
say
friends,
something.
dog. At
They
all.
can't. Hey, like somebody like King Von, he can't leave it alone because all the shit that he started in
Why
Thank you.
Chicago
He
is
can't
gonna
you?
can,
follow
bro.
him
He
for
Yes,
life.
you
can.
can.
But why
He can, bro.
He
can't
can't
you?
leave it
Yes, you
alone, bro.
can.
He
Yes,
don't
you
gotta
can,
go
Bro,
nigga.
The
around that shit.
antisocial.
listen,
He wanted
He
that
wanted to
Why
be
lifestyle,
there.
create
dog.
that,
hey,
bro?
He
Wanted to.
wanted
He
that
had
shit, bro.
power,
Antisocial.
And
had
he
money.
couldn't
He
leave
didn't
that shit
have to
alone.
go.
Antisocial. Listen,
Exactly.
bro.
once
Antisocial.
you
King
get
Von.
involved with that gang lifestyle, like in
CJ,
Chicago,
Why
CJ,
you
create
CJ,
that,
beefing
bro?
and you
hey,
Make
killing.
choices.
it ain't
Listen,
Everybody make choice
CJ,
in their
hey,
life,
CJ. It
bro.
listen.
ain't. Hold up,
Hold
CJ.
on, let's
It
go
ain't
one at a
nothing.
time, y'all,
Hold
so
up.
everybody
Let
can
me.
hear one at a
It
time,
ain't
y'all.
no. Hey, hold up, CJ. It ain't nothing you or True can tell me, dog. Talking about that nigga grew up with it and all that,
I ain't
dog.
say that. I ain't say
I
that's
don't
iron, bro.
care. I don't care, bro. Like at the end of the day, dog. Once you get tired of some shit, dog, you gonna move around from it, dog. I got tired of getting shot at.
Nah, but King
Right.
Von,
Dude, you get tired of
You
shit
don't
like
the
just
that,
you,
bro.
nigga
you
is
don't
I
just
got
nigga.
get
King
tired
over
of.
Von
your
is
homies
in
Hold up.
in
getting
the
I
hood.
murdered.
got
He can't
tired.
leave
That ain't
Hold
without
I
on,
got
connected to
tired.
just let's
Hold up.
go.
one at a
I got
time.
tired.
Hold on, one
Hold
at
up.
a time,
I
y'all. One
got
at a
I
tired of
time.
having
disagree
no.
with the
I got
antisocial.
tired.
He can't
Cause
leave
you
that
not in the
lifestyle, bro.
streets,
He can't, bro.
TJ. You not no
He can't,
street nigga, dog.
but bro, he can't leave though. He can't.
Yes, he
Yes,
can,
he
Right.
CJ.
can,
Bro, you
He
bro.
crazy
can, bro.
as fuck,
CJ,
Listen,
dog.
hold on,
You
hold on.
got
listen,
away from
Choice,
that,
listen.
bro.
It's
bro.
all you can say can and all of this all you want. He not
The
leaving.
homie
Ain't
was in his
nobody gonna
lifestyle
leave.
way before
Hold on,
rap.
hold on, hold
Hey,
on. Hold on. Let's
Just
hear from
gonna
Renegade. Renegade just hopped in, then we're gonna go to Sly.
I don't know why y'all acting like a real street nigga just something that a nigga just gonna stop being. That's something that you just is. Like it ain't something that you just stop. You feel me? Unless you
That's a lie. If you really want to
Hold
talk,
on, let's go one at a time,
Bro.
y'all. One at a time so we can all hear. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
can I go real quick, bro? Can I go real quick?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, SB.
Hold on, can I go?
Yeah, go
All right.
ahead.
Welcome. Should I? Can I go now? Can I go from being a dude from the hold on, I gotta mute the YouTube. Uh, Me being from Chicago, bro, and like I said, I'm glad to be back on the show. I like what y'all guys doing. So look, bro, this is how things pretty much go out here. Pretty much like even the shorties is killers. Pretty much everybody's killing everybody. From people where we jump into the street like they hand you a gun when you was a shorty to put in work early in the streets. It's fucked up. Like Vaughn is not if out here what we know, Vaughn got like I ain't no rat, no 6ix9ine, but he got it on his hands. So it comes from that. And when I had a cousin who was an upcoming rapper on that with Dirk and them on the same. When you use that ambition, you want to protect everybody. Perfect example. Von first 100,000, he went right back to O Block and split it with everybody.
Thank you, bro.
It's hard to lead that lifestyle. But this situation wasn't like a lifestyle situation. It just they called it an
you
action
get
and
some
then
street shit.
yeah, you feel me?
My bad.
It's like, all right, if we all go out to the club together, right? All let's go together. I get into a fight with a nigga. We fight. We
Everybody
beat
coming.
up. What you see the video, he was beating dude up. His homie came out the cut and just pulled a gun out. But
No,
that's what,
bro. He ain't never get all the way out the club. He got shot. The dude
no,
was already on the side of the car shooting him.
yeah. But the point, he was already beating his man's up. But the whole point I'm saying is that just as like our problem in Chicago, we realize that, like, okay, we the savages out here, but we got to realize everybody got guns everywhere.
that's what I
And
was saying.
anybody can shoot you. I'm a dude who talks sports, but I go outside right now and anybody threaten my family, I guarantee you I'm gonna shoot their head off. You know what I'm saying? It comes with the game and territory. You live by the sword, die by the sword, bro.
Man,
that's
I
how
don't go to the
you gotta
club
go.
no more, man. That
Well,
junk dead.
Hey,
We don't go to clubs
everybody,
no more.
hold
He a
on.
rapper, so he gotta go to make
Hey,
his money.
I wanted to say something.
Right.
The
They
thing
ain't
when I was
never
saying,
get paid.
hey, when I was saying that they can't leave it alone. Listen, when you a gangster and you put that energy out all the time, people gonna test you, bro.
when
People
you
gonna
get
Right,
that
You
test
ain't
nigga
you.
never
energy
gotta
back,
put
I
that
don't want
and
no
then
energy
they
out
part
gonna
there
of
let
now.
you not
Bro.
be no
it.
gangster.
You ain't gotta be no gangster, bro.
Gangster.
Everybody on
That's
his
what
head
you.
now.
Okay,
Hey,
look.
some people don't have that choice, bro. You
Hold on, I'm
grow
gonna
up
show
in
y'all
that
something real quick.
culture. You grow up.
Everybody
Your
make
daddy is a. Your
everybody
daddy
Hold on.
make
gang banging. Your
choices.
mom gang
Everybody
banging.
make choices, man. You're not so you're not gonna make it
I
seem
can
like when you
tell.
become a
Hey,
gangster and everybody change their
If
life
I can
it,
around.
tell some
if
of
You
y'all.
not,
make
bro,
Hey,
it
choices.
don't.
hold
Hey,
on. Let me
I'm
show
gonna tell
y'all.
y'all. Hold on,
Let me
I'm
show
gonna let
y'all
y'all
something
go.
real quick.
I'm gonna say
This
one
is
thing.
this is hold on before you go, bro. This
Yeah.
is my 13-year-old god sister with my cousin. Not a gangster at all, right? They shot in my grandma's house to kill because my older cousins are too with people. They shot at the house and shot at my little cousins who don't do nothing but play football, basketball, trying to make it out the hood. And they shot at him on some, oh bro, the police killed my homie, so I'm finna go shoot at the ops crib. And she did, bro. And she got killed in front of her mama doing the TikTok, bro. So don't hit me with that gangster shit, cause these gangsters niggas that you think gangster and all that, they
They
bitches,
not
bro.
gangsters.
They
Hold on, but
not,
look,
bro.
see, I did a video about this, and nobody
I
really
don't
cared to
I
speak
don't
on
even
it.
King Von
So
a
no,
gangster.
I did a video on this very
You're
topic
no
because what
gangster.
I said was when stuff really get crazy, you
That's
see
what's
a
better.
lot of people start running. So this is what I mean by one of the corniest things that you can see
It's
is
scary.
somebody trying to be gangster somewhere where they don't need to be gangster.
Correct.
If you at dinner with your wife or whoever your girlfriend, you don't need to be gangster. You can turn it off and on. Like people act like you can't get out of that life. You can turn it off. That's something
That's
really
faithful.
being
That's
gangster.
faithful
Really
though.
being gangster is not how you act. It's kind of how you carry yourself when you need to carry yourself in a
Correct.
There you
certain
go.
way in certain
There you go.
times. It's not about like you don't when you go into a business meeting because like I know King Von has been in business meetings because like get to that level. I guarantee you he didn't go in no business meetings signing $1 million contracts. You're acting gangster with those guys. I guarantee
Joe
he changed his
wasn't.
whole
Not at
tone
all.
up. So it's
He was
something
on
They
his
that
don't
best
live.
behavior.
They
it's
don't
something you
live
can
their life
turn.
turning off
It's
gangster.
something you can turn on and off. And so
Hey,
sometimes you got to
No,
turn it off.
not
And
in
when
the
you
hood.
turn it off,
Do not.
Not in the hood.
sometimes like the fact that he gave money back to people in his neighborhood, that's not hood shit. That's just giving back to your family. Everybody's
Correct.
supposed to do that. That's not a lifestyle. Everybody do
Bullshit
that when
is
they get
dumb
money.
shit.
Sometimes
Come
you
on,
can't
man.
do
Listen,
that
listen,
though.
Hold
listen.
on. But you know what? Because
Right.
if it was me, I'm gonna wire everybody their money. I'm be like, you know what? I'm gonna catch y'all. I'm gonna send invites when we have
And then they gonna
But
call you
come on,
pussy.
man. I
Listen,
don't care. But see,
you
that's the
want
But
problem with
I'm
the.
just
Hold
saying,
on.
Because
But
they
listen,
not
listen. The
Go ahead.
problem
but
with
Lamont,
but listen to
that's
Lamont,
all
this.
you
you
don't
that's all
care.
your
They
main
But
care
listen.
though.
profit
That's
on
their
is
But
image.
here's
other
the
people's
problem.
opinion.
Here's the thing. Here's the problem. People in our community, if you call them out their name, they take it so personally. They want to really come back and do something to you. See, that's where the
Mm-hmm.
jealousy, envy, and all of this pride come into play.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you gotta let shit. Sometimes you gotta bite your tongue. You gotta be like, you know what? It ain't even worth it. Let's keep it moving. We really getting money over here.
And the real problem is
That's
though, is us even as men, bro. It's hard for us to our pride is the hard and our ego is hard to take an L sometimes, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Right.
As men, all of us,
that's
come on, it
feminine
took us a long
See
energy.
how
time
you
to
guys
find
doing?
that
Feminine.
take
That
an
ain't
L, bro.
manly shit.
Yeah, bro, because we wasn't built for that. As men, we was told in life we supposed to protect and handle shit. You know what I'm saying? So how can I handle shit if I'm out here taking L's? If you take L's, the bitches gonna look at you like you ain't a man. So they'll hit our ego because we not the men. And that's fucked everybody up because my cousin died off the same street shit because he didn't want to leave alone because he felt like without him, motherfuckers not protected. So he missed out on getting signed by Gucci and Future because he was too worried about protecting his niggas. The one time he go to Atlanta, some shit happened. And that's how Von Master probably is too. Like, I gotta stay here to protect motherfuckers because I'm the protection. And I'm the money that makes the people good.
Listen. Kim Vaughn, listen, like I said, the nigga he
Oh,
was doing this shit way before the rap. And
Yeah, he
Oh,
got
hold on, hold on.
and listen,
CJ,
I'm from here, bro.
hold on. Let me
I'm
finish.
from here, bro.
hold on, hold
Let
on.
me finish.
He got
guys,
Hold on,
there's
hold on,
more
hold
to
on,
this.
hold
There's more
go
to
Come
ahead.
on,
this
Lamar,
King
don't shut
Von
me
thing.
down like that, bro.
on,
Come
hold
on.
on, hold on. I'm gonna let you go. Hold on. We got Sicko Productions here. I'm gonna let you go. I'm tired of y'all keep saying he can't. He grew up in it and he's stuck in it. Hold on. That's the laziest, stupidest thing I've ever heard because I be seeing dudes get out of it anytime they want.
Exactly.
I've seen dudes in the
bro.
hood.
Hold up.
Hold on. I've seen dudes in the hood get their first 100 bands. They move across town, open up their own shop, and they don't ever go back. This you can leave if you want to. This it's just a neighborhood. It's not. You're not tied to it forever. You only go back. You only go back.
They hood legends though.
Man, it don't
It's
matter.
not even that.
Man.
Hey, it's not even that.
No,
Lamont,
no,
it's
Hold on.
Okay, nah,
nobody really care about that shit.
Hold on. Let's hold on.
Street fame is all they do it for.
We got Sicko Productions in here. I think this is his first time in here. Appreciate you for jumping in. What you got?
Let me say something to a lot of people over here, man. I'm gonna say it like this because I lost 6 cousins and 8 homeboys to gang warfare. I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida. You know what I'm saying? Palm Beach County. And I'm gonna tell you like this: when it comes to the King Von situation, he had. Let's be honest. Everybody want to be surprised, but we all know this was gonna come down. We already knew this was gonna be in play because King Von was GDK. You heard me? You can't come to Atlanta and where there's none but folks you think that's gonna ride because at the end of the day, so a lot of. No, he's GD. He says GDK. So
CJ,
CJ, that's what BD say. That's what they say, CJ.
So at the end of the day, when it came to Von, I was looking at the video. When it came to Von, that stuff it's deeper than that. That was a whole setup because everybody was running. The people that was with King Von, they was running. I ain't seen nobody. Nobody had to pull on them. Nobody was fighting. It was only King Von putting hands on somebody. And then you telling me out of nowhere he gets shot, and then you see homeboy running on the left. Everybody was running the east, west, south, north, but you don't see nobody helping this man fight. At the end of the day,
hold on, I
feel like
if somebody pull a gun out and start shooting, what you gonna do? You don't got no strap on you. You gotta run.
But they claim to be savages.
I'm not listen. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have run. But what I'm saying is, as a drill artist, if you're a drill artist, you should have a gun on you. Von already knew he was a walking trophy. He's a trophy. Von's not just a regular random nigga on the street. He's a trophy. Von's at least worth 10 packs, 10 people. You understand?
He the money. He
the money. So if somebody can take him out, that's a very big accomplishment on that person's hand. That's why Von, you got to move with people. The people that I seen with Von, they should have had guns on him. If he didn't have a gun, they should have had a gun. But nobody has a gun. You're going to a club in GD territory. Come on, man, be smart. You go into a club in GD territory. You don't know who's there, but you know that city specifically is nothing but GDs all surrounding you. And you're going to a club with thousands, hundreds of people there. You don't know who's there, and in the club, you see his homeboy throwing up rakes. You know what I'm saying? That's already another red flag, and you end up getting the fight outside, and your homeboy run left, your other homeboy run east. Everybody's running away, and you the only one that's in the scuffle. You get shot. Why ain't anyone had a gun on him? Why ain't nobody had a gun on him? Even if Von didn't have a gun on him, he had court cases. He wasn't allowed to have a weapon. You know what I'm saying? He would get booked up. Somebody in his circle should have had a gun. Nobody should have been lacking. You guys are a lot. I noticed with a lot of street dudes, people have guns to show it. They have guns. They show all these big guns, and they wanna act gangster on the Instagram, on YouTube. But when it actually comes down to put in work, nobody's there to show. Right there, Von already seen who was his homeboy and who wasn't. And to me, nobody was his homeboy. The only reason they picked him up was because the police was about to come. Okay? But at the end of the day, nobody was his homeboy. And that goes deep into it. That was a whole setup,
Hold on, bro.
That's a whole setup.
I'm going to tell you this, bro.
Hold on.
Before you say what you say, bro, being from Chicago, I'm going to tell you this right now, being in the middle of it. The problem is the biggest hitter that was out there was King Von. Right now in Chicago, the killers, the dudes who are out here drilling, that's who are making it as rappers. I guarantee you, out of everybody out that whole circle with him, King Von got more bodies than all of them. So
And
the
that
shooters
thing,
are
that
actually
A
thing.
making it
lot of
now.
things don't. People just don't understand that even when you millionaire, you make it out the hood. Nobody ties you to the hood. You don't have
They
to go
love
back
that
to the
shit.
hood.
Hey, hold
You
up,
don't
Lamont,
you
hold up.
don't have
I
to
guess
prove something.
I'm young. Hold up. I guess I must be older than y'all, dog, because our forte we was coming up, dog. Niggas was taking years for the nigga that had the bread. You protect the money, nigga.
They
That's how
not
I
That's
doing
learned,
that
bro.
no
exactly what I'm
more.
Hey,
saying. But
but listen.
nobody's willing to do that. Nobody
Hey,
was
that's the
willing
hey.
to have a gun
No,
on
no,
them.
no, 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 no. That's not true. That's
Y'all
the first thing when I came here. The first thing I said was
supposed to
Von
protect
was
the money,
moving
dog.
wrong. You not the
Y'all
muscle
supposed
no
to
more.
protect the
He
money,
used to be the
dog.
muscle to Lil Durk. You not the muscle, so why you throwing hands? You supposed to lay back and let your entourage throw the hands.
Correct.
You not supposed
That's
to
what
throw
Right.
I'm
That's
money
not
back.
how you.
saying. But
You want.
nobody
That's not
was
how
willing
you
to do
living.
anything.
You supposed to
So
That's
protect
he
the
not how
probably,
money,
you
dog.
I
living.
can
You
guarantee
feel me?
you, before
You're not
punches were
living.
I'm gonna
thrown,
say
there
all
was
this right
words.
now.
You feel me?
All them niggas who claim they so hard, who you was with, you pussy, dog. Y'all pussy. And
Of
I said it here
course.
first.
If
All them niggas that he was
I can
with,
tell you right now, before punches were thrown, there was words thrown. Before
of
anybody
course.
threw any punch, there had to be words that was being
They was.
thrown.
They knew.
I
They
Facts,
knew
feel
they
nigga.
like
had beef
But
you
going
don't
into the
have
hey,
to
building.
always. People
but
have
this
to learn
wasn't
how to
no
walk away. You got to learn
yeah,
how
but
to walk away. You
this
have to
wasn't
learn
no
how to
BD.
walk
This
away.
wasn't no
Ty,
BD
who you
thing though.
talking to? Yeah, no,
Even though you
Stevie.
said it was a
Talking about
GD
walking
thing,
away.
it wasn't no GD thing because that was Quando Rondo people. Those people
Bro,
from
it was
It's
Louisiana.
not,
not.
bro. It was
This
This was
was
not.
rap
just
people.
straight
I
rap.
know that
This was
they've been beefing. They've been beefing for a while. That's why I said it was a setup.
Yeah,
nah.
he
That
came right
shit
out the
was
cut instantly. He came right
Hold
out the
on.
cut instantly and shot him.
Hey, we got Sly in here. I want to hear from Sly. Well, Sly, what you got on
Setup,
this?
bro. Vaughn
Look,
never
man.
seen it coming.
Look,
Vaughn
man.
was in the moment.
The only
He
thing I
was
can say
fighting,
about this
and he got set
situation
up.
pretty much is like, look, like King Von, like, bro, you was promoting that energy, dog. Like,
He
I
was.
mean, he was promoting that
But
energy.
Heavy.
He was promoting the energy in his raps, and you know what I mean. From what dude just said, like this was him since he was a kid, and even though like yeah, you could move away from it and all that, but when you got dirt on your hands or blood on your hands, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, a nigga could change his whole life around.
Nigga
But
not gonna
anybody
let
you
you.
victim but I'm saying anybody you victimize, you know what I mean? It could be
Right.
10
This
years
Right.
karma.
later.
It's karma.
That
It's
nigga ain't gonna
karma.
want to hear that
Nigga
shit. That
not
nigga
gonna
ain't gonna want to hear
right.
that shit. He
Come
not gonna
on,
want to
man.
hear that shit. He just gonna remember what you did all them years ago. But from what I understand, this situation wasn't about that. But
Right.
even still,
Yeah, hell
in
no.
this situation,
Boy
King
wasn't
Von,
trying to
you not in
change.
Chicago, bro. You not in Chicago. It's the same thing with Pop Smoke in Los Angeles. You not in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? You in a
Nah,
whole
bro,
nother
it's
state.
different, bro.
You in a whole nother state where you know what I mean? Like you in a whole nother state. I don't know where Quando Rondo from. Is he from Atlanta?
Yeah,
Baton
he from
Rouge.
Atlanta.
I think he from
Yeah,
Baton
he from
Flint.
Okay,
Savannah.
he
From
from
Savannah.
Louisiana, but you in the South.
I
You in the
think from
South
Baton
now.
Rouge. Yeah.
You in the South now. You know what I mean? You in unfamiliar territory. You know what I mean? So you want to move smart. You want to move
Now,
smart. You
hey,
want to know how
Rondo
to
from
move just to
Atlanta.
get
That's
you
his
out of that shit.
hometown. I mean,
Hold on,
he from
Quando from
Georgia.
Atlanta though.
Yeah, he from Savannah, Georgia. So Ken Von,
Oh.
you come into his
Oh.
territory. He know
So
how to move.
so
Yeah.
when you in another person's state, even though you might think you the toughest and all that shit around, you in unfamiliar territory now. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta move according to the land. You know what I'm saying? Like
But
you
he
got
only
caught up in
hey, side,
you
bro.
got caught up in some shit. You got caught up in some shit, which I don't know how. Like I don't know how. Like when you making this type of money, you don't at least have like higher security or something.
man,
Something
when you did
that
the
you
type
protect.
of stuff he did in the area that he at, area that he been in, you don't think that you think you weak by, you know what I'm saying, asking and paying all these dudes that you don't know for some security and shit when you done did all of this with niggas, right? With niggas in your
Yeah,
hood that you know that,
still,
you know what I'm saying? You
but
think that
still,
that's
I,
useless. You know what I'm saying?
I
Plus
can't, I
all
can't,
of the
I
all
can't
of the
jack that.
free
I can't
treatment
jack
from
that.
it.
The only reason I can't jack that is like, look at the bricklayers in your hood. Look at the niggas that was moving them birds that you know what I mean was fucking with 6 figures from street money in your hood. Them niggas have security. You know what I mean? Because when you the man in the hood, you know what I
Free
mean. Like
security.
you the brick, you got the brick, you got bread. You know what I'm saying? You got that. You know what I'm
And
saying?
you're
Like
supposed
you
to
got that,
protect that. You're
and they
supposed to protect that.
supposed to protect you. You knee deep in the streets. Like all your money came from the streets, but you dealing with bread. You dealing with serious money. You have to be protected. So you know what I mean? Like they still got that street soldier mentality.
He don't
But
think
They don't got the balls to tell you.
But here's the
he
problem.
didn't think that he needed to be protected. He didn't think
Hold
like
on,
that.
Renegade,
He was
but
the one that
it's
did
not
the
about.
offense. You know what I'm saying?
It's not about It's not about he need. I obviously we know in the way the black community is so fucked up. You can't just go to any city and state and move or interact however you want to. We know that. Well, I'm talking about why does it got to be like that? Is that how sad our community is now? That we act like we own these neighborhoods and these states. We don't own a cardboard box on the neighborhood.
Hey, Lamont,
but yet we act like we gotta control how
like
people move and interact.
Lamont,
Yo, what up?
NWA.
Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead, Jason.
I'm from California, bro.
Yeah.
You know, LA. I'm our way from LA. Feel me? Got family in LA, back and forth between San Bernardino, LA, my whole life. I'm gonna tell you like this: anytime a rapper come to LA, bro, they looking at him as an easy lick, cause that's the culture out here flocking. So it don't matter. You could be moving right and all. You got to be tapped in with the right people when you go to certain cities.
Yes.
The thing with Pop Smoke wasn't even. It's nothing Pop Smoke did. Not to touch. You know, we talking about King Von. Just to touch back on Pop Smoke. It's nothing he did wrong. It's his team, the people that was around him, his manager, basically got him killed because they wasn't moving right, bro. He coming, he's showing his address on Instagram and all that, bro. That's an easy lick. They target rappers in LA for a living,
but you know what they said when Pop Smoke died? The OGs from LA, they said he ain't check in. That's why he died. If he would have checked in, nothing would have happened.
I never
That's
understood that
right
shit.
there.
I ain't checking in no fucking body.
It's not because, bro.
I ain't checking in nowhere.
Look, bro, it's not because you're not hard, bro.
That's that King Von shit.
Bro.
No.
Hold on. But here's the problem. All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this.
People gotta learn to swallow their pride.
Listen, it ain't about pride. Why do I gotta check in?
Swallow their pride. You gotta learn how to swallow your pride.
Hold on.
Your pride is what that's gonna kill you.
That's not necessarily pride. If I'm chilling, right? I'm just chilling. I ain't on no bullshit whatsoever. Why do I gotta sit there and check in?
Bro, True the King, bro. That's that. It's just the code, bro.
Hold on. Let me ask. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This is what we're doing. Here's the problem. See, we sitting here talking about, if I go to this city, you got to check in to be safe. This and that. Why only in the hip hop black community do we got? Hold on, Garth Brooks ain't checking in with nobody when he comes.
Exactly.
Hold on, I want to know this. How come y'all ain't making Pink Floyd check in when he comes? How come y'all ain't making? Hold on.
Lamont, let me explain to you.
How come y'all? Hold on.
Affiliated, bro.
Hold on.
We don't see Billy English checking in.
Hold on. Let me ask you. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna let y'all chop it up. Hold on. You don't have to be affiliated, because I know a lot of rappers that ain't really affiliated, but and they talking about this tap in stuff. It's a lot of rappers that act like they affiliated and not. So what's up with this? Y'all ain't making Tom Cruise check in. Will Smith ain't checking in. It's only other rappers. It's only the hip hop culture. See, that would make sense if everybody had to check in or tap in.
Because they don't.
We only making. Hold on. It would actually make more sense. It would actually make more sense to make other people outside of hip hop culture tap in than you making your own black people tap in for no real reason. That's silly. It's backwards logic.
Kevin Hart house got robbed plenty of times.
Hold on. Do you think Kevin Hart really cares?
Nah, he don't care, but his house got hit plenty of times in LA.
Hold on, his house got hit. Do you think he's gonna go out and retaliate, or do you think he's gonna say, "Thank you"? He don't care.
He's not a street dude.
He don't have to be a street dude.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's not even that. Hold on, y'all ain't.
I mean, if that's who you comparing to,
go ahead, Sly. Go ahead.
I guarantee you, everybody that you named though. Even still, they still walk around with at least 5 bodyguards.
I understand that, but they ain't checking in with nobody. They ain't tapping in with nobody. None of the people y'all talking about in the hip hop culture.
They're not affiliated with street activity.
No, hold on. I want to know this. How come all these people that you gotta? How come all these people you gotta tap in with ain't making? No, hold on. Why ain't they making no white person tap in? No, why are they not making no white people tap in? It's only black people that got to tap in with other black people.
No, they not. But on the flip side of that, Lamont, We don't know
You
those
gotta
white
remember,
people.
a
We
lot
don't
of
know if
rappers
we
want
don't know if the
street
mafia
credit.
got the. We
Street
don't know if the
credit.
Hold on,
mafia
A
hold on.
lot of
Hey,
got
rappers
hey,
when
hey,
they
one
go to
person.
certain
No,
the
cities, they want to
the,
Lamont,
use
the
they
Aryan
credit
Brotherhood
on the
got, you know
street.
what I mean, ties with
you
some of
can't
these
do nothing to
people.
them. They
You know what I'm
associated with the
saying?
police.
And when Spanish people come over there, we don't know if the Mexican mafia is on their ass. We don't know if
They definitely on
MS-13 is
their ass.
on their ass.
Fucking
You know
right.
what I mean? But
Hey,
these are criminal
Hey,
entities that are
Suge
not
Knight
Okay,
got
black.
but the
Knight got
difference is
vanilla
I
too.
ain't
ice.
trying to make it.
Hold on. But here's the difference. So the thing is, even if those other groups that you talk about, if they are doing it, they doing it in a way they not publicizing it and talking about it in every rap song
They
that they can get their hands on. If
they
they
hey,
are doing it, see,
Lamont.
we publicize it, we make it popular thing to do. So now you got everybody saying
Hold on,
tap in.
Lamont.
You go to fucking you can go to Evansville, Indiana. They talk about nobody tapping into no Evansville, Indiana. That's what I'm saying.
And I'm
No, stop it,
did
man.
text
Hey,
niggas though.
Lamont.
Stop it.
Lamont, let me explain that to you though. The whole check-in and thing, it's like basically, let's say you go to LA, right? The gang run the streets in LA. So when
Right.
you gotta check in to be
Like
safe.
the mob.
Yeah,
Oh,
listen.
hold on.
So
Man,
Tell
I
me
don't
when
got it.
Garth
Why
Brooks
you
tapped
got
in. Tell
right?
me
no,
when
Why you
no,
Garth
gotta
Brooks.
do that shit
listen,
though?
let
Why
me
does it? Why? But the whole question is why? That's a
that's
thing
let me
though.
give you an
no.
example. Let me give you an
Because
That's a
example.
whole.
That's
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Iron Bite. That's just a way to extort somebody. That's all
Yes,
it
it
is.
That
is. Yeah, it's an
extortion.
yeah,
That's
Yeah,
extortion.
all it
yeah.
bro, they
is.
see
That's what it
I
is.
mean,
It's
but
money.
that's how we
That's
that's
It's
friendly
money.
extortion.
that street
It's
right.
shit
about
though.
the
That's how
money.
the street shit go.
Hey, but
It's
Lamar, I want to give
money.
you
Friendly
an example.
extortion.
It's like, hey, when NBA YoungBoy when he left Louisiana, right, and he went to Texas. He went there. Jay Prince was mad at him. Jay Prince was like, "Yo,
Real
you moved
stuff.
to my city and you ain't check in, you ain't tap in." So you know what Jay Prince did? When NBA YoungBoy wasn't home, he had two dudes go into his
That
house
was after the
and
fact.
take
No,
his
that was
car.
after the fact. That was
He
after the
went
fact. He
into his
mentioned
house
that.
and took his car keys, like literally his
Yeah.
Rolls Royce,
Let's
all of
just
that.
say
And he
allegedly.
went.
Allegedly. We don't
Nah,
want to
Yeah,
just
nah.
yeah.
put
Jay
names
Hold on.
Prince.
out
Hold
there.
Nah,
on.
This
nah.
is
Jay
But
Prince
Iron
talk
Bite.
about that
Iron
after the
Bite.
fact.
But
Jay
Iron
Prince
Bite.
talk about that after the fact.
Iron Bite. Look. What you're
Ah,
doing is you're making my point because my point is this.
Extortion. I understand.
Hold on. But it's still extortion. But at the same day, he only doing it to other black musicians. Is he doing it to? Is he doing it
exactly.
to? Is he doing it to Lady Gaga when she comes?
Yeah, that's cooning to me. That look like
Hey,
To
cooning to
black
me. That sound like
musicians
cooning.
that's into the street
Stop
The
shit.
it,
thing
man.
about
If
it
you
is,
ain't doing
Lamar,
it to
the
everybody,
thing
why we
about
just doing
nah,
it to each other?
the
It's
thing
a
about
slick
it,
way to
Lamar,
get a
this
few
is
extra
how
That's
this
dollars
is
in your
how.
pocket.
But the
they
thing
not
about it,
do
Lamar, this is how extortion works. You most likely extorting somebody that you know can't go either not gonna go to the cops or can't go to
come
the
on,
That's
man.
cops.
facts. That's
Like
Come
facts
on.
if
right
you
there.
a rapper,
They doing this shit.
like and you a
You
rapper
can't
and you made
snitch.
your buddy off of like street shit, you know what I mean? Like you can't be seen and I mean like you just can't be seen like going to the
You
police,
can't.
you know what I mean, asking them to
Exactly.
help you and shit
Oh,
like
hold
that
on. But
because
Exactly.
that's gonna make your rep sales go down and shit like that.
That's not true because we know even still to this day,
Man,
the
that
the
nigga.
different mobs, the Russian mob, the Italian mob, it extorts real
And they
businesses.
tell. And they tell. Them motherfuckers. They
Hold
tell
on,
in a
no.
heartbeat.
Hold on.
But
No, they
But
don't.
they
No,
not
they don't tell, bro.
no,
They
they
don't
don't.
they don't
They don't
tell.
say a word.
But they
Hold
Nah,
on.
don't
But
they'll
that
tell.
tell
so it's
they'll
They
so
tell
don't
it's
on black
tell.
people. They won't tell on their own people.
They don't tell.
Right,
They don't
exactly.
tell out of fear. They don't tell out of fear of getting killed or out of fear of somebody in their family getting killed.
it's
That's
sad.
fear.
But no. But what I'm saying is
That's fear. That is fear.
that's why I want to stay on this
But
black
hold on, Lamont.
culture, hip
Italians was
hop
killing
culture. What I'm saying
Italians.
is our own culture, we condone it, is getting our generational rappers killed. Is we like, and
I hope they
then
protest
we
for
act
King
all
Von.
sad. Hold on, what I'm
Huh.
saying is we act all sad when these things happen. But then a week later, the next drill rapper is gonna come out. We're gonna be supporting his music. We're gonna be pushing that same narrative. And like, when is the cycle gonna end? When are we gonna be like this? Something has to stop because
Lamont, bro.
it's too many people with generational wealth
Lamont, bro.
dying. Like I
Italians.
said, King Von died. That affects 100 people because he's probably feeding 100 people in one way or another with the money that he's bringing in. So now his death affected 100 lives. Now these people, maybe a kid who might have went to college or might have went to school, who's not getting that money that was coming into his family, he might now turn to the streets or something like that. So I'm saying it's a trickle down effect. It's more than just Von dying or Duck dying, right? It affects a number of people, including families, employees, all of that now have to find a new source of income because of it. It's sad. It's sad, man.
Hey, hold on. Let me piggyback off that, Lamont. Hey, CJ still in here?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
CJ.
here.
he's
Hey,
right.
Yeah, CJ's right there.
hey, you said niggas can't get rid of that lifestyle because it's something they've been living their whole life, dog. Let me tell y'all something, bro. and this is why I fuck with this nigga heavy.
Not that they can't, they just don't.
Hold
on.
on. Y'all don't. I don't know if you niggas know about Kevin Gates before he actually blew up. I knew about it. That nigga was in the streets with it, dog. Kevin Gates is living on a fucking farm in Atlanta right now, bro.
He got
on a farm.
Hey, antisocial. Let me say something. Remember Nipsey, right? You know Nipsey, right? So he wanted to do good for his community, and he tried to like separate a little bit from the gang activities. What happened to him? It's still gonna crawl back to him. You get what I'm saying?
That had nothing to do with Nipsey getting killed, bro. That had nothing to do with Nipsey.
That had nothing to do with Nipsey getting killed, man.
That's a flat out lie.
Let's go one at hold on, y'all. We're gonna talk. We got to talk one at a time because people in the chat that really want to hear what we're saying. So make sure we go one at a time so we can get our points across. So go ahead.
The person that shot Nipsey, it's a dude from the '60s, right? The same gang.
No, bro.
Listen,
he got killed out of jealousy and envy. That had nothing to do with
exactly.
No
But guess what though? It happened because he was deep into the gang shit.
No,
he tried to leave it alone. But so came back and hunted.
But hold on. But everybody, at the end of the day, you always end your sentence with hold on. What I'm saying is hold on.
I'm from California, bro.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
To a store, bro. How you gonna tell me?
Hold on. At the end of the day, we're still talking about.
He just told that same dude to get the fuck from his store because he a rat.
We talking
about, bro. Learn the real story, bro.
Hold on, y'all.
Hold on. Let him go.
I think we getting off the point because I don't really care about no backstories about why these guys is getting killed and what you think might have happened or what such and such might know happen. That's all irrelevant and it's off topic because at the end of the day, it's still a black hip hop artist getting killed over something that could have either been fought out with the knuckles or just dropped because it was petty. And it's the hip hop culture that perpetuates.
These days, nobody fighting no more, man.
Hold on. But what I'm saying is, hold on. That's not what I'm saying. Y'all still missing the point. Hold on. You're still missing the point. Y'all still continue to miss the point. I don't care. Like I say, however you can handle it. At the end of the day, we doing it to ourselves. Like, and that's why it makes me sick when I even see dudes in the hood yelling out Black Lives Matter or fuck Trump and he's a racist. Because at the end of the day, you would turn around over another dude having a better car than yours, and you would really be jealous and envious over what he has, and y'all get into a beef and y'all might kill each other over something petty. That happens in our culture. But we like it's starting to get pathetic. Like I said, I don't care why Nipsey got killed. Nipsey shouldn't have got killed over nothing that petty. That's the whole point. He got killed over something that's stupid.
It do happen into our culture, Lamont. But the only thing I try to debunk with this is just because, like, look, I don't believe in just black on black crime. Like it's just like it just happens with us. Latinos do the same shit. Italians do the same shit. Right. Even white people, even trailer trash white people be getting into methamphetamine wars.
Here's a question, Slide.
Aryan Brotherhood wars.
Hold on.
That shit.
I'll Slide. Tell me the last famous
don't act like
Mexican. Hold on. Who was the last famous hip hop or Latino entertainer or rapper that got killed over some foolishness like this?
Said the last Latino hip hop artist that got through.
It don't happen. Shit don't happen, bro.
Years back.
Hold on. Tell me the last country music singer that got killed over some nonsense similar to what we just saw with King Von.
Country music ain't based off.
Hold on. I don't care. What I'm saying is it's not happening. Okay, so Renegade. So what it goes back to what I'm saying is we allowing our music to perpetuate lifestyles that half of them ain't really even living.
Lamont, it's just that us black people, we grew. A lot of them grew up in gang culture. That's why. That's the problem right there.
Hold on.
Y'all see gang culture don't actually make you part of the gang. You can be from a neighborhood.
But I'm saying the gang is the reason why people get killed. That's the black on black thing.
No, Renegade, that's not true because not all gangs have the same culture. Not all gangs and not all cities have the same culture.
Exactly.
Right. It depends on where you at. Some of them cities ain't gonna let you just slide.
The whole point y'all missed, Lamont just said it, but this is the difference now. He said half these rappers that's getting on now living a lifestyle. That's different now. That's back in the day. The rappers that getting on now are about that lifestyle. And the problem is they love this street shit. FBG
Right.
took that money to leave, but he didn't leave Chicago because he loved
Exactly.
it out here, bro.
Fuck.
They love this
Free
shit, bro.
fame is
It's
real.
addictive, bro. They love that shit.
And that's
It's
what I'm
hard to
saying.
explain,
I
bro.
think
But I done seen
I think you gotta
my
realize this.
cousin. Listen, bro. I just seen my cousin dad when I knew he was gonna get on because he couldn't leave because he loved this shit, bro. It's crazy.
That's what I was saying about
And they,
Ken Von, bro. The nigga was a real street nigga before he became this.
I can't. Well, you know what? I can't feel sorry for nobody. Like I can't feel sorry for these niggas.
Don't.
no, you
I
ain't
can't feel
supposed
sorry
to
for these
feel
niggas, then,
sorry,
dog.
Clark.
I
You
can't
ain't
feel
supposed
sorry
to
for
feel
these
sorry,
niggas, then,
Clark.
dog.
Ken Von was the type of nigga that could go back in the hood in the nice house whip and he would never get touched in his hood. He
That's
was
not
that.
true,
He was that
CJ.
dude.
True,
He was
true,
that
Ain't nobody
CJ.
dude.
Not in his
untouchable.
hood.
Ain't nobody
Not true.
untouchable. You can't say that.
Nigga,
Ain't
he just
nobody
got
He was
touched.
that
untouchable.
dude, bro.
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
But this is
CJ.
the problem that
The nigga was that
That's
dude,
not
bro.
true, CJ.
Yes,
Because
it
look, we
is, bro.
saw Reese.
Do
We
your
saw
research.
Reese almost get
Listen,
taken
I
out
want
of
you. I want you to check
CJ,
what you said,
anybody,
right?
CJ, anybody can
Nah.
get it.
Go on YouTube and search that
CJ,
shit out.
anybody can
Come
get
Hey,
on,
it.
That's a
hey,
lie,
hey,
bro.
what's
Don't you ever
CJ?
the
believe that, bro?
problem
Hey,
is that
hold on, hold on, hold on.
Especially if you
Hey, bro.
really doing dirt, anybody can. You can get it too. Trust me.
Hey,
on, now
nah,
do your
anybody
research.
can
Anybody
get
can
it.
hold
get
on,
it, son.
Anybody,
Like,
nobody's
don't you ever
untouchable.
believe
nah.
that. Don't you ever believe
People need
somebody
to
is really
forget.
untouchable.
People believe that
Word.
nobody can be touched. Listen, death is around the
That's a lie.
corner. You can
That's a
get
He
lie,
not
touched
bro.
saying
any
that.
day.
Mm.
Know what
Hey,
I'm
He
what
just
saying?
talking
CJ?
about
Listen,
his
what
young
CJ's
hood.
trying to say. Hey, what CJ's saying is that
He talk,
he knew how to move in Chicago because he lived there for so long that when he went back
Okay.
to Chicago, he was safe over there because he knew how to move. I
O
think that's what
Block
he's
is a
trying to say.
gated. Look, bro. O Block is a gated
right.
community. That's not
It's
no
a gated
block.
Right.
community.
Trust me, bro.
Nobody can
I'm
get
from here.
in or
Listen, bro. Listen. I'm in Chicago, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this. Niggas are into with people who live down the street from the corner of him. Oh, reason why you're not
Right.
gonna get touched at O Block. O Block is a gated community, bro. If O Block was that serious how to move, why would 6ix9ine be able to go right in front of O Block like how he was?
Come on, bro. Look at Chief, bro. Chief keeps his immortal in O Block, bro.
No, he's not, bro. Chief
Come
Keef
on.
even said he's not untouchable, bro. He know that.
He don't
He's
even be
staying
in
out the way.
Chicago, CJ. What do you? He be
Oh,
Yeah, he
block,
chilling.
live
he
in
He
live
be
in
Cali.
chilling.
Chicago like
Yeah,
that.
he
Oh,
live in
block.
Hey,
Cali.
He
Chicago,
can't
though.
I'm
come
about
back
to
here.
say,
Don't
ain't
get
he
me
in
wrong.
Chicago.
Cali?
What are
He
you
in
talking
LA,
about?
bro.
Yeah.
Chief Keef is chilling. What are you
Chief
talking
Keef
about,
Chief
want
keep
to
CJ?
come back here, but he can't. He will get arrested.
Hold
But
on.
he
Hey,
won't
Exactly.
come back.
hey,
He
what we
won't
gonna
come
do
back.
is I want everybody because I'm gonna go around the whole table so everybody can kind of just touch on this. But like, what can we do to start immediately fixing some of this stuff? I mean, with realistically with these rappers, because we really can't have our rappers just continue to just get dropped. It's just too much money getting taken out of these hoods. It's too much we losing, too much at stake. What can we do to immediately fix this problem? I'm gonna start with Jason.
First, I
Change
feel
what
like
you like.
it's bigger than just rappers. We as black men in the black community need to stop before we even get to touch rap. But we just gotta. I feel like everybody glorifies being an athlete or a rapper. We need more lawyers, doctors, people doing police work in the police field. I mean, working in the medical field and stuff like that. Like education is not really big in black communities. That needs to be more big in black communities. I feel like people they too into there's nothing wrong with want to be an NBA or NFL player or a rapper. Like we too big on that. We need to start being big on education, going to college, getting degrees, so we can really make change in these communities. Being judges, that's really gonna make a change. I'm saying being a rapper is cool, but like these rappers, man, like one thing though, you got to realize a lot of these rappers is young. You know, they dying real young, so they didn't really get a chance to mature to really learn life and learn what's important and what's not.
I got a question. I got a question for you, Jason. Here's the problem. I like the concept. Here's the problem, and here's the realism of it. These kids to grow up and be a police officer, lawyer, and doctor, you got to see that around you, your neighbor,
I
your
understand
family.
that. That's
You
why I
know.
said
So what I'm saying is, these kids in their communities, they grow up trying to do what they see
yeah,
and what
but
they are, or like they don't see it. This is why you see so few of
that's
them
what you're saying.
actually.
But see what I'm saying, Lamont. I'm saying the parents in our family, they
Yeah.
have to sit down and really push that direct. A lot of our parents, they don't really push education. Like
Yeah.
I know my parents, none of my dad didn't even graduate high school. He was in the streets. You feel me? I got an uncle right now doing life 40 years. I'm saying it's like it's not really in the family. Like our families need to really take the step as parents, brothers, Older cousins need to start taking that step in the education direction to really make a change in the community. That's what I'm saying. The older people in the community need to start making changes for the next generation. We may not stop at this generation, but our kids and the generation that 8 kids, they can really feel that change that can happen.
All right, we got antisocial. What you got on that? What you think we can do to fix it? You on mute. Renegade, what you got on it?
Oh, man. Stop listening to rap music. How about that?
No, that shit ain't happening.
Come on. So just let it go. Let them do their thing. You see, once the next one drop, you just throw your hands up and be like, you see that? There go another one. You know what I'm saying? They bring it on themselves anyway. That's all they talk about.
And see what you said. I like what you said right there, because doing that is actually gonna take some sacrifice to give up the rap. That means you really gonna have to lock in and make sacrifice. But that actually would be a good start. I like that, but again, I don't know how possible it is to get everybody on that same page. Iron Bite, what you got? What you got on this, Iron Bite? You on mute, Iron Bite. You gotta take yourself off mute.
Oh, my fault. I feel like it starts from the home. You know, back then when I was younger, right? I knew this dude, and he used to smoke weed with his mom, like really, like roll it up with his mom. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. It's like it all starts from the home. Who's raising you? You know what I'm saying? And the community. It's like when we were in school, who were the girls attracted to? The girls were not attracted to the guy that was getting all A's, all B's. He was attracted to the bad boys. You know what I'm saying? The one that's talking back in class, talking to the teachers, acting all bad. That's what's looked at as that's the cool thing to do. That's what we idolize in the black culture, and that's what needs to change.
Yeah.
And that's the main thing I have on that. But it's gonna be it's gonna be really hard. Because it's like if you do the right thing, you are looked at as selected. If you do the bad things, you are the cool person. I want to be like you get all the girls. You know what I'm saying? So that's the major problem right there.
I was talking to call you white. That's what they're gonna call you.
Yeah, no, I was talking to an Asian kid, and it's almost reversing the Asian community. It's like it's the dude with the good grades and doing everything the right way that gets all the girls. He's looked at how if you in the Asian community and you got bad grades and you keep messing up, like you don't have no friends, nobody want to deal with you, nobody want to talk to you. It's like the opposite. That's what's going crazy. Hold on, it's crazy. So we like the reverse of the Asian community, but we getting the opposite results. Hold on, we got SB Talk. What you got on this? What? Because I know you in Chicago, so you see it a little bit. I know I lived in Chicago, but I'm not gonna act like I understand everything that y'all dealing with, because I was only there for one reason, to go to school, and I didn't really see or deal with a lot of the stuff you might be going through. What you see is a real solution to some of these issues?
All right, like I said, one main problem. First, I think the first dude said like we need more people to be police officers, doctors, and judges. I disagree with that. I feel like you should become what you want to be, because the reason why we got the problem with the police officers is because people just taking jobs just to be taking jobs. So you halfway doing a job you don't want to do. Now we got another motherfucker dead in the middle of the street. So I feel like everybody should go for what they want to do. So if you want to be a rapper, I'd rather for somebody who wants to be a police officer to be a police officer, so you know what comes with your job instead of just taking a job. And then we need to promote more positive energy in life in general. Like he said, it's not necessarily like, that is the image, but you can't necessarily just blame it on black people, because it goes with females too, because let's be real. I guarantee every dude in this party got more play from a girl being the bad guy than being the nice guy. Bringing the flowers and all that. You treat it. So it's not necessarily, don't put that just on the black culture. That's not fair, because everybody, of course, the black culture is on a microscope. You know why? Because this world was built off us. We are, we supposed to be the child of God and everything like that. So it's always been a microscope on us. This world, America was built off our back. Let's be real about that. So of course, everything we do is going to be on a microscope. But like I said, we just need to promote more positive energy. And like, if you in the middle of a war field, what all can you do? I know people from out here that think Chicago is like a war field. I think as soon as I go outside, I got a chance to get shot. But that's not true. You get a chance to get shot anywhere you go. You could go outside right now and get shot in a mishap. I told you, I just lost my 13-year-old my god sister dancing in the house getting TikTok because they shot at my grandma's house because they and two of my older cousins. So it's just really just promote more positive energy, bro. And that's it. And be more together as a culture. But if you saying like people just do stuff, no, you gotta want to do it. Because if you don't want to do it, you're gonna half-ass point blank period. Because all gonna take one time to snap it, just be like, oh well, fuck it, man. Truth's over with. It is what it is. We back to what we was.
Yeah, that's facts. Like I said, I'm gonna give you an example. I stayed on 76 and Yates. A lot of people that say will say that's one of the worst areas you can be in, but I never saw or dealt with anything crazy. Like I never saw it. I honestly, for the year I was there, I don't even remember hearing gunshots. That's what's so odd. Like you're not really in it. It don't affect you. But like you said, it's also the energy you put out, because I wasn't going into them neighborhoods. When I walked into the corner store, I didn't put out the energy that like I was that dude or like I was trying, you know what I'm saying? I didn't put out that energy. And so again, it's just about how you carry yourself too. Sly, what you got on this? You gotta take yourself off mute, Sly.
Oh, hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, Sly.
Yeah, I just piggyback off of what homeboy said, because I totally agree with it. Like, I don't just like put this over just on the black culture, even though you probably might, just because on the media might promote that, you probably see it a lot in black culture. But like, look, sex, robbing, killing, and stealing has been going on for years, since before rap music even became a thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you know what I mean? Excuse me. Yeah. But anyway, like, yeah, I'm just saying, if you like just promote that positive energy, that, you know what I'm saying, like maybe more people can gravitate towards that, because at the same time, like I said, you still got other entities and other races that, you know what I mean, do the exact same shit like gays do. You got with Latinos, you got the Mexican mafia niggas, you got them MS-13 niggas, you got drug cartels that's being publicized right now. You know what I'm saying? You got cartels and shit like that. Right, white people, you got those brotherhoods, you got the Russian mafia, you got the Italian mafia, you got all that shit. You know what I mean? And in other countries, you got gang where you barely see any black people. You got gang culture, their own type of gangs, but you got gang culture. So you know what I mean? It's just like, you just gotta think for yourself, especially in today's age where you got all this technology that's afforded to you. You know what I mean? So it's just nothing to look up something and find something out for yourself, and just to think for yourself. You feel me? Like it's nothing to do that. You know what I mean? And even for the people that, you know what I mean, like grew up in these bad neighborhoods in the streets, like what attracts you to the streets? Because I know for me, like when I saw like the bad shit going on in the places I was around, it wasn't necessarily the niggas that was packing pistols or the niggas that was acting hard and shit that, you know what I mean, I was attracted to. No, I was attracted to them niggas that walked around with $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, you know what I mean, in their pocket and shit. So I'm just like, oh shit, they must got more than that. Them niggas that was driving around in them nice ass cars, them niggas that had the flyest bitches around, like, you know what I mean, bricklayers, or them niggas that was moving them birds and shit. Those were the niggas that I was, you know what I mean, that I looked up to. You know what I mean? I wasn't necessarily attracted to the street soldiers, because at the end of the day, I looked at them as working ass niggas. I looked up to bosses. You know what I'm saying? And
let me say something to
boss niggas, you know what I mean? Boss niggas, they usually shake hands with other people that might not be in the streets, but they might be corrupt. They might just be corrupt, but they're in legitimate sized things. But they have etiquette. They talk right. They wear nice suits. They do this, that, and they look spiffy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing, you know what I mean? It ain't nothing to just change, like, well, I don't mean change, but you know what I mean, to like think differently. It ain't nothing to just think differently. You feel me?
I feel you. Hey, we're gonna go to Sicko Productions. What you got on this? What's the fix to some of these problems?
I'm gonna tell you this. For people in the comments, before I say this, let me tell you something, man. For one thing, a lot of people in the comments, you guys want to glorify. A lot of people want to glorify the streets. All right, I'm gonna tell you like this. I lost already 6 cousins and eight homeboys in the past 12 and a half years. All right. I'm 23. So we understand about what really goes on into the streets. And I have a family that's really rooted in a lot of things that I just can't reveal on the internet. This is not a world that anyone wants to put their feet in. This is not a life you want to put your feet in, especially if you got your family stuck in the hood. Because whatever you do, your family gonna pay for it. That's the sad truth about it. All right. So before anyone does anything in the streets, before you take any action, ask yourself, if is it worth it? If I do this, what's gonna happen? Because whatever you do out there is gonna hurt you inside the home. You can lose somebody, or somebody can get locked up. Either way, something's gonna happen. For me, I have I've seen a lot of things, man. I'm telling you like this. In my area, in my neighborhood, the murder rate got really bad over the past from 1990s all the way to now. That they actually had to cut the neighborhood into half. They cut the neighborhood into half because there was so much crime and murder going on between gang wars. So back in 2017, we just decided, me and somebody we knew, we opened up a team. We opened up a team for sports club, and what we did is we worked with both sides. We worked with both sides of the of the beef. Know what I'm saying? Instead of working with one person from the beef, we bring in both sides, so both sides can see that they want to eat other person wants to change, so they can end the beef. That's what we do, and we've been working with a lot of youngins, a lot of dudes that's young, from small children all the way to young adults. We work with them in sports. We train them. We pray with them. We do all that, and we teach them that they don't have to go and kill each other. Because one thing I noticed here in my area, I don't know about other areas, but a lot of animosity, a lot of hatred. A lot of times, you can have $2,000 on you. A dude walk up on you, gun you down, and he won't take a dime. He won't take a dime from you. He'll kill you just to kill you because you are better than him, not because you got more than him, but because you're better than him. And for me, I had to learn the hard way. I got stabbed a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? So that all teaches me that in this world, it's mostly pride. A lot of people want to carry their pride. A lot of people don't want to walk away. A lot of people feel like if I walk away from this situation, it makes me soft. No, it makes you a smart man. You live, and you live to take care of your family tomorrow. You might, if you die, who's gonna be here to protect your family? But if you survive, you can defend your family. That's why it's good to walk away. That's why it's good not to bring attention to yourself. That's why it's good to always swallow your pride and just learn you're defeated. You people gotta learn that at some point that they're gonna lose the battle. So why keep on fighting something that you're gonna lose? And that comes at the end of the day with pride. With the black community, there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of issues that's within the black community that a lot of people don't want to recognize. A lot of people don't want to recognize that the issue in the black community is the youth, the music, the culture, the beliefs. That's the main issues that's destroying the generations that's gonna come for the black community. The black community is so worried about money that they don't care, and they don't care how they're gonna get it. That's why a lot of black men are willing to sell drugs, do murder, extortion. For example, Tyshawn Lee. When Tyshawn Lee was killed, nobody's speaking about Tyshawn Lee. He got killed. He got killed by a grown man. He's just a kid, a baby. 2 shots to the head, execution style. Nobody spoke about this man. Nobody's speaking about all the black dudes, all the black young men that are being killed left and right. Nobody's speaking about this. Nobody. But you have people when the moments a black man gets killed by a white policeman, people go into the roads, they're protesting, they're breaking stuff, they're burning down stores, they're robbing, looting, but nobody wants to really tell themselves that it's not the problem it's not the people that's on the outside that have the issue. It's us on the inside that have the issue. We can't be respected if we don't respect ourselves. Point blank, period. I'm Haitian. I'm going to tell you like that. If we can't respect ourselves, how do you expect us to get respect from somebody that doesn't even live or experience the struggles we go through?
Can you guys step outside because he's trying?
As the black community, we have to learn that we have problems ourselves. And the problem is the black on black crime violence. A lot of times black young men are killing other black young men just for fun. There's something called over here a point system. The more people you kill, the more street credit and respect you get. I can tell you right now, I know 13-year-olds and 15-year-olds that has more body counts on their hands than you can count with both your fingers and your toes.
Right.
And I can tell you that
they use the little young niggas.
Hold on,
You understand?
Sicko. Yeah, we got. Like I said, all of that's all facts. And like I said, well, I just wanted to make sure we get a couple other guys in to chop up on it. We got 3 more guys to go, but I definitely appreciate that. We got CA3 Sports Talk, man. What you got on it? What's the solution to dealing with some of these issues? We know that, we I know that Renegade talked about just stop listening to hip hop. That's a fix. But what's I don't think that's realistic.
Not just hip hop, the bullshit.
Right. So what I'm saying, well, like, what is from what you see in your neighborhood and your life experiences, what you think is a good solution just to end some of this nonsense?
I think the best thing is just like you said, just it's about the people you hang around with. I was blessed, to be born in an educated black family, so I always knew what to do and never hang out with the wrong crowd. So and both my parents, are educated, so they knew what environment was best for me. So I was never I was always in a mixed environment. I was never in a too black or too white environment. I was always in a mixed environment. So I saw the best of both worlds. Me, I've always just kind of stayed, by myself. I've always moved by myself. I never really associated myself with too many people because, I just felt that was the best for me, to just kind of just get what I need on my own and not really have a bunch of people, following me or trying to follow a certain group of people because I didn't want to go the wrong direction. So I think that's had a lot to do with me. I'm in my junior year of high school, so I see a lot what's going on in the youth. A lot of kids, they think it's okay, just to be bad and be to be disobedient. Like it's not really, and people celebrate it, and they look at people,
That's how they get it. That's how them kids get their attention. Huh.
And people, look at people that do the right thing, they think they're lame, they think they're worthless, and that's really, and that's not really, and that's not really realistic in the long term. It's best that you do the right thing early. It may be cool that to have fun when you're young and act up, but it's really not realistic when if you're trying to reach your goal in the long term. So I really think it's all about who you associate yourself with and how you're brought up. I really think that's really the main solution. We need to celebrate being civilized and being educated.
Say,
the problem is a lot of people don't want to be civilized and educated.
Yeah,
they
go
look
ahead.
At it as corny.
Yep.
Come on. That's what I'm about to
They
ask
think
him.
it's corny.
Come on. I'm about to ask you,
Hold on. Let Bees go. Let Bees go. B hasn't. He just chopped in. What you got on this, Bees?
Hey, Lamont, man, I agree with you, man. What we got to do is we got to actually come up with some social code in our communities, right? We got to get self-discipline, and we got to get away from this insecurity shit that we got, man. We have allowed the whites to infiltrate us and teach us how to hate each other so we don't become a threat to them. See, motherfuckers got to understand that we just playing out something that's been put into our family structures from way back when. And so all we can do is you can't do nothing to stop the people that are already in it. You got to be able to teach your kids that you need self-respect. You need self-worth. Because I don't give a fuck who call me what. If I know who I am, it don't matter what you call me. I don't get my respect from a nigga I don't know that don't pay my bills. Fuck all that dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I got kids to take care of. I got shit to do. And we got to do that as black men. We got to take our lead in our roles in our family and stop all this stupid ass shit. If it don't create legacy for your family, nigga, you wasting your time. And that's really all. I don't got too much more to add on that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you that. True to King, what you got on this? I'm going to let you go, and then we're going to open the panel back up to everybody. Oh, my bad. Hold on. There you go.
But yeah, man, like, hey, everybody hit it right on the nail, man. Listen, choices, man. What really matters, man. That's really what really matters in life. Y'all stop selling with the bullshit, man. Simple as that. What's really matters in life, and like B said, legacy, man. It's all right to live. It's cool to live. It's cool to grow. It's cool to grow and get better. Just leave the BS alone, man. That's all. I mean, that's all I really gotta say. Leave the BS alone, and really like think of what really matters in life.
That's facts.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story that's gonna show you how messed up a lot of the black community is. There was one day, my two cousins, they went to a party. It was at night. They seen they op at the party, and then the opposition, the enemy, told them, if you don't leave, we're gonna kill you. We're gonna shoot up the party right now. So they left. 45 minutes later, their enemy found them just 5 houses away from me at a park. You can hear gunshots, and they both got killed. One was 17, and the other one just turned 16 a week before. You know what I'm saying? And guess who? How they got caught up? A girl dropped their address. A girl that they knew that was close to the neighborhood dropped their address, and they got killed. That's an issue right there. Why? Why she did that? What she gained from it?
You see, what I want to ask is, the question I want to ask is, like, what's the difference of if I'm black and I grew up in a hood, and because of my surroundings, I ended up joining the gang? What's the difference of if I was white and I grew up in the trailer park and I ended up joining the biker gang? What's the big difference?
The biker gang got a bigger code for you to stand on.
Hey, but listen though.
Or if I was Italian I took the oath and I joined La Costa Nostra.
They definitely got a bigger code to stand by.
Here's the difference, Fly. In the black community, we cape for criminals, dog.
Yep.
We cape for motherfuckers who breaking the law, dog. We'll stand up and say, free me, when that nigga doing wrong. Because hold on.
I'm gonna let him finish. I just want to say, like, look, in history, like when I was in school, like I had to read up, like in a history class, I had to learn about who Lucky Luciano and Al Capone. These are criminals, but they are in our history books.
No, you're right, Sly.
They're criminals, but they're in our history books. So they're being glorified. They're being glorified because of all the money they made doing historical shit. I mean, doing criminal shit during the Prohibition era. But I still had to read about them.
But what them motherfuckers learned, dog?
Key thing, you said Prohibition era.
What did they learn? They learned that. Why don't you hear about them motherfuckers today?
All them
Who
boys
the
on
gangsters
top
today,
criminal.
dog?
They made millions off of that. That's why you
No. Who are the gangsters today?
The politicians and the lawyers.
There
and the
you
government.
go. They understood that you can't keep doing that shit sideways. So what they do, they went and got the shit legally. And all I'm saying is the difference is that that we rep that shit in our mainstream, dog. If you go to the white community and you look at the biker gang is a very minute portion of their people. They people don't even like it, dog. Huh?
This country is majority white though. You know what I mean?
Right. Really, it's more Hispanic than white now.
Hey,
dog,
that's not true.
That's not true. That ain't true. It's still majority white. As of right now,
60% white. 60% white. It's 60% white.
Let me ask you this question:
like 10% black.
It's
13%. It's like 14%. It's 14% black.
14. It's 14% black.
Hey, more white people are on food stamps. More white people is on food stamps than blacks. But they will have you believe that the black people are the ones getting all the stamps.
Right.
I'm gonna
tell you the difference is who's the majority in the prisons. Who's losing? Who's community?
That's slavery.
Who's on the bomber? Who's the bomber tone pole?
That's legal slavery.
Remember,
that's all that is.
Hold on,
that's the 1994 crime bill. 1994 crime bill. Who put that crime bill?
Right, but even before that,
who put that crime bill?
Clinton.
Biden.
It's legal slavery. That's all it is, bro.
It's legal slavery. You right, Anti.
Come on, man. Hey, we got to make sure we're going one at a time. We can't just start yelling at the same time because it's real hard to hear. I want everybody in the chat to know what's going on.
I got a question for the panel.
Yep.
During segregation, I'll take this shit back a little bit. When MLK and them had the civil rights movement, when blacks had to support themselves, why did we leave our own black communities to go to the white man?
It's a lot of reasons why. You can go all day.
I'm just saying. I'm asking because I'm saying at one point in this country, how bad we had it, we had our own shit.
It's a lot of different reasons.
Right now, we on pace by 2050 to have a negative net worth as people, dog.
Exactly.
Yo, hey, but you gotta understand, we don't have the same opportunities. Like,
hey man,
we don't
fuck all that, man.
Listen, bro.
Why don't you talk about when they dropped crack in the hood in the 80s, bro?
Hey, dog,
CIA dropped guns in the hood.
Y'all make it too. We make too many excuses as people. We make too many excuses as people. Like like I said, everything is. Hold up. Everything you said is true, but at the same time, what that have to do with us working with each other? You make it seem like we work with each other.
White
and
man divided the black community.
Man, that's a fact. But guess what, though? We still don't work with each other, and we see this. We see everything you saying. We see this, right? And we still can't work with each other. Why? That's an excuse, man. I understand. We understand. Listen, we all know who the enemy is. What.
Hey, that's a great. Hold on. I want to make sure I get Ball Facts in here. Ball Facts just hit the. I'm about to drop the link for you, Ball Facts. So I'm gonna get you in here.
True to King, though.
But hey, no, True to King, that's a good point. Because the thing is, we all see that this is an issue and we still not working together. Just like we all in here can agree that there is some type of divide and we recognize it, but nobody's willing to do nothing about it. Nobody's willing to go the other way and make that change. And for the few people that do go the opposite way, we look at them as corny or we call them coons. That's a fact.
Straight up.
Right. Even Black Wall Street was a real thing during a heated time where people were still getting lynched and stuff like that. That happened.
Right.
All the adversity that black people went through, they had a whole community, whole city of prominent black people having bus stations and stuff like that. So they ain't that. I mean, listen, obstacles. I don't want to hear because I don't want to hear about no obstacles. I don't want to hear about no obstacles and all the other stuff.
Hey, we had bus lines, baseball teams, restaurants.
So it's possible. It's possible. I don't care what adversity you go through. That's just life, period. You still got to push through at the end of the day. That's just life.
My question
and
is this.
One more question. Why can't we vote in our own communities to put the mayors and the judges and the people who are going to affect us? Why can't we go vote and get people in that are going to be more favorable to us? Instead, we let these out of our city motherfuckers and motherfuckers that don't live where we live make the rules.
Because music tell you to say fuck the police and everything that go with it.
I don't disagree, but just because somebody tell us something don't mean we got to do it.
My question is this though, like why when you go down there to get a job,
you can't say that
they deny you
that's
a job,
just
bro.
what happened. That's just how it happened. I mean,
Hey, the one thing that I give you for anybody that's in Chicago, and like I said, I had everything in order. At the time I was working on a degree. I was in school. I was doing everything right. Getting a job in Chicago, even if you're doing it right, is the hardest thing in the world. So I can't imagine how hard it is. I can't imagine how hard it is for people that's in the hood, don't really know how to fill out the application correctly. They might not say the right things perfectly. And I was actually doing everything the right way, and I was struggling to get a job. So I understand that there are struggles, but this what this means is in our own communities, we got to start owning our own businesses, so we can start hiring our own people. Because again, there's enough money in the hood. I promise you, there's enough money in the hood for us to start buying our own hood.
We spend the most money out of all the.
But we want to buy the cars. We want to buy this. So the thing is, we still at the end of the day, when you look at the solution, it comes back to us. We can be our own solution, as opposed to saying, "Oh, the white people drop crack in our communities," or this. Yeah. So hold on. Let me let Ball Facts touch on this because I know we've been chopping it up, talking about a lot of these topics. What you got on King Von and that particular situation, and what can we do to start fixing it with these young artists?
What's up, man? Thanks for having me on. Yeah, yes, man, it's crazy because I don't live in Chicago, but I was born in Chicago. And before my grandmother passed, she lived on 63rd. So that's the place that, where King Von and them all be dissing. And I'll take her groceries every other weekend because she ain't want to leave the hood, even when her kids told her, leave. She said, this is my neighborhood. So I used to take her groceries. People staring in the car, looking to see where you from. I understand the environment. Now, the crazy thing is, in the city, they'll put stuff on WGCI, that's the big radio station there, say stop the violence, stop this, stop that. Then right after, spin a record about killing somebody. Mm-hmm. See, it's like it don't matter what we do, what we feed our kids is what is how they're gonna be. And it's sad to say, but there's so many artists that talk about all kind of things. It could be girls, it could be money, it could be all different things that don't have to talk about killing each other. But who are these record labels gonna put out? They're putting out the message of self-destruction for our people. So no matter what programs you have in school, and no matter the advice you give to your kids, when you send them to school, they're gonna walk and put them earbuds in their ear and listen to, let's drill something, let's slide, let's kill something, and they think it's cool. And it all starts with the entertainment, because you can't tell a kid nothing. All the peers, it's all starts off with the way that they portray us in the media. We are portrayed to ourselves as thugs, as killers, and it's cool. Like, it's dope. You a Buford if you're not doing that. So until we change any of the self-image, like, we got to have somebody say, no, these other brothers are dope artists. Who's influential gonna push and start their own record label and say we're gonna put dope artists, dope hip-hop, R&B, rap, all these different styles, and we're gonna take out the killing. We're gonna take out the gangbanging. I understand that people are hood violent for a reason. When you grow up in those trenches, that's what it is. But how can we reverse it? You will never reverse it if they go to sleep with ear pods in, listening to this type of music, watching this type of movies, like we'd be lying to ourselves, kidding ourselves. And I understand it sounds good. Like it'll get you pumped up. You working out, you driving, it sounds good. But I'm telling y'all, it's killing us.
That's facts right there. That's why I say it's we can be to our own detriment. And it's like, I mean, when you look at some of the solutions, it's gonna take some sacrificing. I like it. And this situation was sad because it's just like, man, it was sad because like I was literally listening to some King Von music just probably like a week ago. And it's just like what I'm really thinking in the back of my head is like, when is gonna be the day when that headline pop up that somebody tried to get at him or somebody shot him? Because I felt the same thing about Lil Reese, but he got shot. Luckily, he was able to survive. It's just like you keep putting that energy out there, and just the music perpetuates that type of energy. That same type of vibe. It gasses people up to do these things, and it's all for nothing. At the end of the day, it goes back to jealousy, envy, and just pure hate. Half the stuff don't even be about a real beef. Nothing that you really need to beef about. And that's the saddest part about it. Like the guy that probably shot mine, he probably gonna have you when you kill somebody, you probably gonna have nightmares for the rest of your life thinking about this. I don't care who you are. You can act like you're the toughest guy in the world. And it's just like you literally ruined your own life right there.
Remember, he's done for.
You go ahead like this. That's why when you go to jail, if you go to jail for a body, like the doctors already, like you already in line to get a special pill that the jailhouse doctors give you, just so you don't have dreams when you go to sleep. I forgot what that shit is called, but it's like a tannish pill that they give you, and it like that shit gets you fucked up, like worse than a perk 30. Like that shit is crazy.
Yeah, turn him into turn nigga into a straight demon too. Stupid.
But my thing is though, Lamont and Paddle, like number one, we still gotta I agree with you that like the sentiment of all of us coming together is good, even though reality wise, I don't really see how that's gonna happen, because number one, not everybody is the same person. And number two, like you just don't fuck with everybody. It's people that you wouldn't spit on if they was on fire, that share your same skin tone, just because you just don't like them. But that's just in every race. And then number two, like we act like this crab in the barrel mentality like just started in America. Like it's been going on since like before we even came to this country. Cause like y'all really like people. Do y'all really think that white people just came over and just like took over niggas, conquered niggas, and then like brought them over here? Nah, they paid certain tribes to go hunt for other certain tribes, conquer them, and then go back and sell them off into slavery. You know what I mean? Like we don't like to talk about that. We don't like to talk about that. We don't like to bring that up. But that shit happened. That shit happened. And you ever notice that when an African comes over here, when you was a child and an African came over or a Haitian came over or a Jamaican came over, you used to clown on them niggas. Used to call them African booty scratchers. Used to do all this other shit. Like word, like we used to, because like we just felt like we was different. We African Americans, you African, you a stinky ass African. Like niggas used to do that. And that was sad, but niggas really used to do that. And on the flip side, Africans didn't fuck with us either, because they felt like we was fat, lazy, and motherfucking, you know what I mean, spoiled or whatever. You know what I mean? So Africans didn't fuck with us either. And we all share the same skin tone.
Still don't.
Mm-hmm. Hey, bro, that's the truth, man.
Asians
Black Americans are not educated, man. Most Black Americans are not educated, and that's facts. Because we thought before then, all they showed us on TV was, you go to Africa, it's just a fucking jungle and with lions and all this shit and huts and all of that. You know what I'm saying? We had no clue and we just went along with it. But now that people opened their eyes, they took trips out the country. They went and saw for themselves. Oh wow, Africa's a beautiful country. There's beautiful people here.
That's the Western media narrative, bro.
Exactly. They putting it on TV for us to hate ourselves. That's all it was.
That's Western media.
But this is my question to you, True. This is my question. I mean, not true. That wasn't true. But this is my
That's
question to
Iron
you, though, bro. Like, do you think? Oh, Iron Bite. Do you think that this shit would be happening if America was 66% black and white people were 14%? Do you think
Man,
we would be seeing this shit?
Shit, look at Africa.
yeah, bro, I think so, man. It's just it's all like your mentality. Like I feel like we have that. It's all it's in the household, man. It's how you grew up. It's like how you was raised. Because think about it, bro. I always say we didn't have the same
Exactly.
opportunity. Because look at
It
it,
had to be.
a kid from South Central, right? Growing up let's say growing up in the neighborhood with a single mother, right? No father at home, and the
He
neighborhood
done.
drug dealer, it's your father figure. That's who you look up to, and that's who you you influenced by. When you grow up, what are you gonna become?
He done.
You're gonna
Hey,
become
Sly.
like you're gonna follow his
But
footsteps because
Iron
that's the
Bite.
person you looked up to.
Iron Bite. Let's say like we both. Let's say like okay, we both brothers, right? Let's say we was influenced by Bernie Madoff, though. That's
Right.
still a criminal. It's a different type of criminal, but that made billions. But like, okay, we wasn't influenced by the tough guy culture. We was influenced by the niggas that was getting money, or dudes that was getting money. And Bernie Madoff was our you know what I mean, star. We still criminals, dog. We stealing from people, stealing
That's not
millions,
a
billions
true
of dollars
gangster.
from people. It's not, but it's still a gangster.
But
He's
that's not.
still a gangster,
But that's
dog.
not what
Hey,
these
that's
kids
true
call
gangster
gangster
shit.
at
Bernie
all.
Madoff is the true gangster.
Hey,
Yeah, but none of us thought of Bernie Madoff as any kind of gangster as no little kid. So that's cap.
and and
Nah,
also
No,
dog.
we don't.
What?
But like I told you before, like I wasn't influenced by the gangster shooter up shit.
None
Like
of it.
I was influenced by the niggas that had that bread,
hold
that
on.
had
Hey,
that
Sly, let me
chicken.
get something. Let me say
You know
something.
what I mean?
And it's just like our mentality is so messed up. Like the Ken Von's ex-girlfriend, like his last girlfriend, she put on Twitter, like I believe 2 months ago, she was like, please only date killers. Please have at least 3 bodies before you talk to me. Like look at you know what I'm saying? Like look at that mentality.
That's crazy.
Like panel. I want to ask everybody on the panel this. What do you think is worse? Like somebody dying over some street beef, or a person killing their mom and dad to get the insurance money or get the inheritance
You
money?
already know.
That's crazy.
What do you think is worse?
Killing your parents.
So
Yeah, I
For
remember that story.
inheritance.
I don't know if y'all remember. It was
But
a
it's
story
not
like
just
that.
one story.
If you do
That
that
happens
too much,
Yeah,
it's
that happens a
that,
lot.
that do
It's
happens all the
not just
time.
one story. That happens a lot.
Yeah,
But
A
it's
lot.
like, but my thing is this, and then again, you are 100% right about that. But I think especially in the black community, what happens too much so is that we use it happens in other communities
anecdote.
excuse to justify it going on. Like what I'm saying is we need to
You're
do
right.
everything we can to fix
You're right.
all the problems in
You're
our
right.
in our
Right.
community and our
You're
culture, right? And not worry about what's going on outside of that. I mean,
Right.
if we start focusing on ourselves and fixing our communities, our culture, that's all we need to worry about. Because as long as we say, oh, it's white people kill each other too, or this, like we never gonna really
Yeah,
address
because
our real issues.
white people, at the end of the day, white people laugh at us, man. Listen, man,
Come on, you know that.
so
Hey,
like
and you
we
know what's
bound,
funny? Hey,
we
you know what's
ain't
funny?
They
evil.
laugh at us. They laugh at
And
us,
the
but
worst
at the
one,
same
and
time,
the worst
like I
one
would see
pat
these
you on the head and
motherfuckers.
say, "Oh, don't worry, poor black guy. It's not your fault."
Lamont,
Hey, Sly.
Lamont, you got a point because I'll be running off that question I just asked the panel. I'll be running off that looking like, yo, you motherfuckers kill your own family for the throne, for power, for greed, for that bread. Like you will really kill your mama for that bread. Like your mama off that bush for that bread.
That's that.
Hey.
That's the spell that the rap music put them under.
I hate
Hey,
to
Sly.
say it. Hey, I hate to say it, but a lot of these black on black killings has to do with females too, bro. I seen a lot of
That's
people.
fact.
I seen a lot of people kill each other over females.
Hold on, but
Hey,
Iron
Sly.
Bite, that all
females.
goes back to look. You can say it's over females, but But killing somebody over female goes back to insecurities, jealous, and envy.
Exactly.
So
And
anything
rap
that you
music.
talk about, whether it's money, women, anything like that, it's all going to go down to our problems in our culture, jealousy, envy,
my point.
all of that. I mean, it can come back to one of those things that we started to show off talking about. That's what we need to start fixing because we just too jealous and envious of each other.
Yeah,
that's all.
Hey, you're right. You're right, Lamont. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse for us. It's not an excuse for us. The only time I really try to fight it is when people just try to just push that as if it only happens with us. As if
of course it don't.
That's the only time I try to fight it. But you're right.
Right.
But
Of course it don't, though, Sly.
And y'all see how quick the dude was to shoot at Von, but Zimmerman still walking around free. We ain't doing shit to none of them. But if it was a black man,
Why
we
do
would
you
turn around and
think?
shoot.
Why do you think that is, dog?
Self-hatred, bro.
Like Lamont said.
No, why do you
Every
think
mainstream
Zimmerman is
so-called
walking
black death
around
is fake.
free?
Is based off CIA fake shit.
But I gotta realize they made it. White people made it negative to be black. Anything associated with black is negative.
No. But my question
Hold on. But the fact that
why do
you want to blame that on white people, that's
not
sad.
blaming. That's a fact, though.
Hold on, but who cares if they did? What does that got to do with us? Like, if you can say that all day.
We see the problem.
But listen.
They take
manipulate people.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if you tell your kid that, what do you follow it up with as? Okay, now we understand it. What's the solution to it? That's the real thing. Okay, if they are doing that, where does it get you? By saying it is one thing, doing something about it is another.
The solution,
but it's not going to happen overnight, y'all. It's not.
The solution, in my opinion, is,
bro.
Look, I don't got the answer, Sway. I don't got the answer, Sway. I don't got the answer, Sway.
Yo, why you think George Zimmerman is walking around?
Yeah,
cause look, I feel like
Lamont
they don't
was saying,
care.
The whole envy and jealousy
thing. It's like nobody worried about him. He's not a threat. You know, he's not a threat. They feel like
what I tell you earlier. Them people understand we don't vote in our community. Where did the juries come from? Registered voters. Where the crimes committed? We don't control our communities. We don't put people in positions. When you see police brutality, man, that shit come from the mayor. That shit come from the governor. That's who running that shit. We can get mad at the cops. We can say this. We can say that. But the establishment is giving them the order to do what they do. That's why they get away with it. So until we understand, until we start building up economics and running our communities and putting judges and lawyers and mayors in our community, people who live in our community, that shit ain't gonna ever change. We gonna just
who that live in the community gonna run.
Hey, but one thing about fixing all our problems is we need more black fathers to stay in their kids' lives, man. We need more black fathers to stay home and raise their kids.
But it goes back to it's still doing that still goes back to the key things we talking about. Getting away from
that's a misconcepted stat though, man. I promise you, if you really look up those stats, it's really a lot more black fathers that's in their communities than you think, bro. It is. But sometimes when they get to this teenage age, then you gotta wonder, like, you know what I mean? When you were teenagers, you're not really listening to your parents like that.
Bro,
whether they in there or not, you know what I mean?
Let me tell you something,
go have your rebellious still.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something, Sly.
Go ahead,
Most of the time, right? When kids don't have their father in their life and they grow up with a single mother, their mother is so busy that the kids end up with their grandmothers. And you know how your grandmother is. You can get away with anything you want. And that's how kids turn out bad. They be in the streets, staying out at night. Your grandmother's asleep. You could do whatever you want. Bringing your friends in, smoking weed, doing all the vile and bad things you want to do. You get order free.
My grandma came with the switch iron bite, but I hear you. My grandma gave me the switch iron bite, but I hear you. I hear you, though. I hear you.
And grandmas is different nowadays. Grandmas is younger because you got babies having babies. So you got 3 generations and they young.
Well, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, because I be having this debate with my grandma sometimes too. Like, you was born in the 90s and shit like that. 9 times out of 10, your grandma was in her 20s in the 70s. And I always tell people that was around in the 70s, like, yo, if y'all had social media in the 70s, we would have seen a lot of wild shit. We would have seen a lot of wild shit in the 70s. Like, the 70s was really crazy. It really was. Y'all had Nicky Barnes and all them other niggas back in the days and shit like that, like getting it in. Niggas doing
look what you just said. Look what you just said though, dog. Look who you highlighted. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That shit is inbred in us. I do it, we all do it.
Yeah, that's true, bro. Nobody want to look up to Steve Urkel. Like, we look at him as a lame.
Yeah, we look at him. We look at him as lame.
Yeah. You know, and then when somebody try to do something about it, we come down on them. And I don't know if y'all brought him up, but I'm gonna bring up Ice Cube. This man's rich, got mansions. He didn't have to do a damn thing, but he got off his couch, found a few guys with PhDs, and said, "I'm gonna try to help my people." And what did we do? We let the Democratic Party tell us to crucify him. We put him on talk shows. We put him on podcasts and just rammed him into the ground. And that's why nobody want to stand up and try to be different, because we let other people manipulate us and tear us down.
Yeah. Hold on. Do y'all agree the music industry could change the world?
We could change the world. You know, music. I mean, but the people change. The people do that. I don't know about the music industry.
It would take the people to change the music industry, bro.
Yeah,
so
exactly. It's all with the people.
Hey, all we gotta do is stop buying that bullshit. It'll stop.
Nobody still, this is the question I have about the music industry. All the rappers that make it platinum and do all that, you know what I'm saying, and they push this music. Do you really think it's us that's making these niggas go platinum? Because you know what we do. We buy the boot, we grab the bootleg, we download that shit and all that.
People, bro. It's white
people purchase that shit. You know what I'm saying? White people is listening to their freaking music.
But it's even higher than that. It's the record labels that's owned by the white people, because they just keep playing it constantly on the radio until somebody buys it. The music don't even got to be good. It's just so long, and now it's in your head. It's your jam.
I mean, we got to hold certain people accountable. Then we got, when they don't get praise.
I was the only thing I say about it is I was watching a political show, like I think it was MSNBC, and the dude on there, he was quoting Jigga. You know what I mean? And this is a prominent white dude, you know what I mean, that got a job on a national television show. He's promoting Jigga on a politics show, quoting Jigga lyrics. You feel me? So I'm just like, it's Jigga, you know what I mean? This dude was listening to Jay-Z in college and ended up where he's at.
I mean, I've seen it happen.
Why can't I do that? Why can't I do that? You know what I mean? Yeah, you feel me? Why can't I do that?
No, you can do it, but he don't associate with Jay-Z.
I mean, I've seen it happen a lot of times on news channels. You know, a lot of people. A lot of times they quote rap. They quote rappers like a lot.
But here's the thing, y'all. See, and I think I'll use another form of entertainment. I know a lot of kids who play video games. They'll play Call of Duty all day, but won't dare go outside and do some of the stuff that they see in the video game. Now, you might have those oddball cases of the kid that goes postal and maybe tries to pull some of it off. But for the most part, in the video game industry, you don't see people going outside really trying to live that life that they see in the video games. The funny thing is with us in the music that we listen to, instead of just looking at it as entertainment, we really, some of these kids will really go out and try to live that life. They will really go out and try to be drug dealers. They will really go out and try to be the gangster tough guy and put themselves in situations where they end up getting locked up at an early age. We the only culture where we really do stuff that we see in our entertainment. We the only one.
Well, hold on.
I think it's crazy.
Hold on, Lamont. Because you got these rock and roll and death metal bands out there, like Ozzy Osbourne biting head off of bats, and these people wearing leather pants and makeup and shit, and all they talk about is bitches, cocaine and all that shit. And you see a lot of white people that do that shit too. You know what I mean? Snort cocaine, wear leather pants, wear makeup, paint their fingernails, motherfucking, you know what I mean, and do all that crazy
but
shit.
I don't got a problem with, again, I don't got a problem with how you dress and paint your wearing clothes or whatever. I'm talking about what you do, your actions. You can wear and dress.
They promote drugs. They promote drugs too.
They do. And then, like I said, you always gonna have a sect of people. But like I said, you're always gonna have a sect of people that actually go out and do things like that. And like I said, but it's in like I said, I don't like veering off talking about what they do in theirs. I'm talking about in the hip hop. We see a lot of people like you got kids who not even in the streets talking about the snitch culture, like they really understand it. Like you got a kid in class saying, you done told the teacher on another kid he is snitch now. Like no, that's not snitching. That's not snitching if you tell the teacher on somebody, because that's not real snitching, because that ain't gonna get you. So I think we confuse real street shit, like, and we put it in, mix it into everyday life. Like it's sad how hip hop kind of.
You know why our culture does it? You know why our culture don't know the difference? Is because the music is saying, if you really don't do this in real life, you a lame. And the music is telling you, I really do it. You don't. You ain't on nothing. And then they do an interview and be like, yeah, I'm really out here. These other dudes is cappers. Y'all just rap. We really do this. The music is literally telling you, if you just listen to it and don't do it, you ain't shit. That's what the music's telling you.
Telling you that you broke. Telling you you broke.
See, the problem. Okay, if I wanna like really like blame, if I want to really hold the music accountable, what I can say is, because look, I don't want to get rid of rap. I'm sorry, I just don't want to. I don't want to get rid of it. But what I can say is, what we can hold them accountable to is they're not telling you the bad sides of it. They're not telling you the bad sides of it. Because let's not use the drill rappers. Let's use the trap rappers, for example. They just think that every nigga that slang drugs, you know what I mean, is pushing a Bentley or Benz or doing all that. They're not telling you about, like, you starting from the bottom. You gotta build your block up. You know what I mean? You starting with a pack. You know what I mean? Pushing these 12 skinnies out. They're not telling you, you know what I mean, all the downside. They're not telling you about the niggas they is telling you about their homeboys that's locked up, that's dead in jail, but they're not really telling you to the point where it's like, yo, don't do this. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't really tell you most of the bad shit that comes with all this shit. You know what I mean? They just glorify it as if, you know what I mean? Nah, this is what it is. This is fun. So I get where y'all coming from that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if a lot of people, because like I tell, like a lot of times I try to tell the youngins about jail, like, the worst thing about jail that you got to deal with is the freaking boredom and the loneliness. Yeah. Being locked down, like, I'm just telling niggas, like, yo, go into your bathroom just for a day and stay in there and only come out to eat. Just only come out to eat and come out and play 1 hour ball, but then go back in the bathroom and just chill at that shit. That shit gonna get to you. That shit is gonna get to you, dog. It's gonna fuck you up, man. If you ain't strong.
I mean, here's my problem though. Like, you know, to me, there's nothing fine. There's
about them 12 skinnies, nigga.
Hold on.
Let me find out.
I mean, but here's the problem.
Go ahead, CA3.
Anti, you from North. You know about it, nigga. Y'all getting this
Hold on. We're gonna let CA3 go. Go ahead, CA3.
But here's the problem. There's a certain time where you gotta put that street shit aside. Like, you know, you look at guys like King Von. Like, you know, I'm sure King Von was making a ton of money when he died. Like, you know, I don't understand why, you know, as King Von, why can't he just put the street to the side? He's already got his money. You know, he can just live by himself. You know, he doesn't have to be in the streets and all that. I mean, I was even watching a video yesterday, like right before King Von got shot. I was watching a guy who was talking about King Von, saying that I don't believe that King Von will reach his full potential because he'll probably die, because he's always talking about he's in the streets. He's here, he's that. You know, it just comes a time where you just got to leave the street shit alone, man. It's that time. I think we got to realize that as people.
Yep.
Facts.
Yep. That's crazy, bro.
Hey, what's even crazier is how music do affect our community. I mean, just look at the NFL, dog. When Roger Goodell thought the blacks was gonna step away from football and pull their money, who that nigga put as the face for us?
Jay-Z.
There
Jay-Z.
you go. There you go.
Jigga.
But you want to know? But you want to know
Mm.
the same type of mechanism was used when Barack Obama came in office.
My
It's to
president is
put,
black.
it's
My
to put,
Lambo blue.
it's to put you in a state of relaxation because you see a symbol, but behind that symbol, there's really no change in the system itself. You know what I mean? So really, what it's about when I think about our culture, it's really about a mindset. And like this dude Beatman says right here, we need to have better parents because when you're growing up in a black culture, we have to be aware of perverse incentives. We're incentivized to do a lot of these things that we do. Like, for instance, me in school, I was a ABC student. I tried to go hard. And guess what they called me? Oh man, you acting like the white folks. Oh, wait. So you're telling me that in order for me to do good and have these good grades, I have to be white.
Have to
That's
act.
that's what you're Talk telling about me. And then if I speak good and I speak proper, you say
Yeah.
you're speaking white. So if I had to be white. to
Hey,
speak
that's
proper.
fact.
Hold on,
That's
hold on.
fact. The proper one is facts.
I got another one. I got another one for y'all. When a person makes a lot of money in the black community, a lot of money. The thing that black people say is, "Oh, you got that white folks money." Oh, hold on. So money itself is a white thing too. So now you're telling me if I'm black, I can't even have money because it's a white person thing. So- Oh, hold up. You know the crazy thing when you hear about Jay-Z and then what the first thing you hear about Jay-Z? Oh, they're the Illuminati.
You're right.
Exactly. That means they can't have money.
But hold on. But doesn't that go back to? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna go to Eastgate. He just got in here, but that goes back to. Remember, I think the brother said earlier how white people say that if it's black is wrong. It's us perpetuating if it's white is right because we see it in our own communities. Just like the example that you used, we say every time somebody's doing something the right way. Oh, you trying to be like white people? You trying to do this? That's the idea. That's where these little kids. That's where that concept even comes from.
Lamar, hold on, Lamar. I want to say something. Hey, but I feel like we getting better as a community, though. I feel like these couple past years we coming together.
Man, you lying like a motherfucker right now.
I see a lot of on social media. I see a lot of black love going on. Like,
Man, because it's social media. Because it's social media. Because you see stuff now. Like,
but we getting somewhere though. We starting.
man, we ain't get. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone.
We are getting the fact that Iron Bite can say that because he is true. He is true to some degree. There are people out there, although it's a minority of people that are trying to admit some type of change. But Eastgate, I saw you in the chat. I know you wanted to talk on this. What you got on?
Oh, first of all, bro, I just want to say salute to you, Ak, for this topic.
Yes,
On this show, really appreciate all the brothers in the panel. Man, it's just good to see. I guess some of the brothers up here young. It's good to hear. My young brothers talk like that. I salute. You know what I'm saying? I was there once upon a time. Just speaking on to what you were saying, we have internalized a lot of hate that's been put on our people. So we internalize a lot of that. That's when you get that, that, oh, you talking white or you got white money or whatever, because that hate has been passed down and some of it is internalized. So in speaking to your original question, what some things we can do, I like to propose that we begin to separate ourselves from those who actively participate in thug culture and street culture. Because I hear a lot of us and we. No, I've never killed a black man. I'm 43 years old. I've never done that. I grew up in those conditions, but I seen some people chose to do it. Some people chose not to do it. What if we start separating and not necessarily embracing that? Like, that's not who we are as a people. That's a subculture of criminal-minded black people. If y'all remember that Chris Rock niggas versus black people skit.
Yeah.
Check that joint out. But it was real life. Like where I live at now, how I'm raising my kids. I'm snitching on everybody because I pay a lot of money for this house and for my kids to grow up.
Hey, at least
not in the hood.
At least he honest,
You
bro.
know, I'm keeping it
At least he
100.
honest. You
That's
gotta
that's
respect
fair.
it. At
Look,
least he
I
honest.
respect it.
I
I
don't want my
respect it
kids
though.
to
It is
know
funny how you
nothing
said
about
it though.
14A
You a
in the
civilian.
projects. I don't
You a
want them to know
civilian
nothing
though.
about that.
Well,
You a
hold on. Let's go
civilian
one at
though.
a time. Hold on. Eastgate hasn't had a chance to talk. I want him to finish before we chime in.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I was just saying, you know, I don't want them know nothing about 14A in the hood, in the projects. They don't know nothing about that. I'm cool. So, you know, I came out that situation. I'm not trying to go back for no kind of cool points. I came out better not doing the street thing because it could back you up. I got family that, you know, they always say, man, when I sat down for a minute, meaning they was in jail. That's a lot of time lost. You got to try to get back on your feet as a black man. It's tough. But I'm just saying that separate ourselves and shun the street life. Your brother, sister, mother, whomever, you know, they actively participating in it. We can't really embrace it. I know sometimes it's our family members, people doing what they got to do to eat, but I really don't buy that excuse. You know what I'm saying? But we got to start saying, nah, that's them. Those are niggas. I don't got nothing to do with that. And when I say niggas, I'm saying that mentality. You know, I love my people. I ain't trying to beat them down. I'm saying that street life mentality is there is no us and we. Let's separate them for the brothers who ain't doing that. So we can get the brothers that are raising their families, are doing what they supposed to do. We got to get them brothers props, but it can't be mixed in. You know, because what them brothers is involved in street life and their gang stuff, I don't have nothing to do with that. I don't want that on my street. I don't want that as my neighbor. So I can't embrace that part of the culture. So maybe we need to separate ourselves. It's not a us and we. That's them. That's how that subculture of black people act. Hey, brother, I salute, man. Thank you for allowing me to get my spill out. Condolences to that brother.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, I just hate to see that. I want to see the young brothers get money. Get that money, man. But, you know, the street life is just a no-win. You know, so I appreciate the opportunity to speak on it, man. Y'all brothers, y'all really putting it down.
Hey,
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
salute to you, bro.
Yeah,
But I wanted
salute,
to
man.
ask I wanted to ask the bro that was he said he was talking about the white money. You getting that white money, you acting like the white people. So like I want to bring it back to my point about earlier. Like I said, for me, like I don't really think it was more like of a black thing than it was about capitalism. Because another thing that they used to clown me for before I started dibbling and dabbling, like I got me a whole job after school when I was a teenager. You know what I mean? It was a little part-time job, but I got me a job. And you know what I mean? Certain friends would come to me and be, when I would come home and get my checks, and be like, "Damn, son, you worked 4 whole days to get that little punk ass $220 check, nigga." I made that shit. I made that shit 3 times. I made that shit 3 times over in a day. Chilling,
Right.
making this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it wasn't so much of the tough shit as it was of those niggas getting money out there. You know what I mean? Like that's what like kind of attracted me to that shit. Like, damn. I'll never get this shit at a job. I'll never get this shit at a job. I would never make this type of bread at a fucking job. You know what I'm saying?
But bro, that's what I was saying as far as beware of perverse incentives. When you were at that job and making that money the quote unquote straight way, your friends came and they said that crap to you that was bull crap, and they said, "Why you getting that weak ass money?" Da da da, and they're trying to down you for doing something that's
Nigga,
right.
that weak ass money. I ain't got to worry about nobody shooting me or nothing.
And right. What we have to realize is within groups. First off, because my mind skips around. Like, hold on. First off, I propose that everybody study psychology and sociology. That should be mandatory. Psychology and sociology, because when you break this stuff down, a lot of stuff ends up where you're doing something right, but you have a group of people doing something that's the opposite. So the people who are doing something that's opposite of you, they look down on you and say, nah, you doing the wrong thing. That's that weak stuff, bro. And you end up wanting to fit in, because within every human being, you have a natural urge to fit in with some type of group, whether you want to admit it or not.
You're right.
So it's playing off that type of instinct of, man, I want to be accepted too. So you start doing stuff that you know is wrong, kinda, but you still want to fit in. You know what I mean? It's the same thing with starting a business. I'm sure if any of y'all start a business, the first thing that all these folks that haven't started a business gonna do is say, "Man, that stuff ain't gonna work." Why would you do that? That's stupid. Man, I wouldn't do that in a million years. You better go back to your job. And then what happens is you end up being like, you know what? If you ain't strong enough, you end up going like, you know what? I ought to go back to what they say and do this job instead of following your dreams and doing what you need to do to make sure that you're happy and your family's happy. But like I said, a lot of stuff at the end of the day, it's just culture, man. People gotta learn how to influence their children from a young age and set them up with the right habits, because it's better to have a habit, build a habit in the easy times, because when you build it in the easy times, if you hold down that habit, when the hard times comes, it's automatic. But if you wait till the hard times to start a habit that's good for you, it's iffy. It's just iffy. It might not hold up like that. So it's good to start early, you know what I mean, and get that in your child early. And I'm kind of ranting here, y'all. But yeah, it's just all the culture thing to me. We have to be able to start teaching our kids to read from an early age, and not only read, but to have critical thinking skills. One of the things that school takes out of you is that ability to critically think. Because if the teacher says something and you ask a certain question, you're like, well, why is this? Why is this? A lot of times the teacher will get mad, and then the kids around you will say, ah, man, you asking too many questions. But if you think about it, the process of thinking is to ask questions. You're asking questions to yourself internally. So you have to be able to learn how to critically think and say, well, why is this way? Why am I here right now? What habits have I set up that put me in this position over time? What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? Who is an asset to me as a friend? Who is a liability to me as a friend? People don't usually ask them type of questions. They're just going through life on automatic because they haven't been taught that from a young age. So,
Hey. Also, I want to say something right fast.
You're right.
And
You're
this is
right.
the thing I was saying, that it's all about the home that you grew up in. Okay, example for me, right? When I grew up, I mean, when I was younger, I didn't know anything about stocks, investing and all of that. My mom and my parents never told me about that. You get what I'm saying? And then the only way that I knew to get fast money is that, oh, you selling drugs, that's easy money. You get what I'm saying? But then take it
it's
from
fast money, it ain't easy money.
But listen, and then take it from a white kid who grew up in a good home, who grew up in a good home, and their parents are showing them the way to get easy money. Like, hey, you could get easy money by being on the stock market, by doing this. But I never had that idea. My parents never taught me how to do that. They never put that in my head. All I seen growing up and listening to music is drugs get you easy money. It's like an easy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You get women, you get drugs, you get girls, all of that. So it's more appeasing to the younger crowd. That's what I always thought about that.
I think, and I'm gonna let young Amp go because I know he just got in here and wanted to talk. I want to say, I think in our communities, I don't think we know what real money is. That we say easy money. So when we looking at a few thousand here or there, and we think we did something for the week, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong mindset. So hello, young Amp, what you got on this?
Man, what's going on, everybody?
What's good, man?
First and foremost, salute for even having this type of conversation for the chat.
Yes, sir.
Just real talk. Man, so why are we in this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I have to be a nigga when I leave my house in order to make sure I make it back? Whether it's corporate, you gotta change up your lingo, or whether it's you going by your family's house in the hood, you still gotta shake hands with the people. But when we ask that question, though, man, I mean, you look at all the black leaders that try to get us up out of this, and the one thing they had in common is they tried to unify. Whether it was Marcus Garvey saying going back to Africa, or it was Malcolm saying, hey, black nationalism, to change that to El Malik Shabazz and say Pan-Africanism, or it was the Black Panther Party, or it was Dr. Martin Luther King, hey, I was wrong. Maybe we should attack the people that control the finances, regardless of how you put it. Whether even if it was Tupac, and you talking about thug life, and unifying as far as the political party. The thing that's gonna get us out of this situation, man, is in my lifetime, I've had the opportunity to witness China go from being an economic joke to basically competing with America for the future, for the race to 2050. Right? We all witnessed that, but they unified on a world front to the point that they even unifying in Africa. You know what I'm saying? They invested in Africa. They invested in the Silk Road. So now they're a superpower that America has to watch out for. So same thing with us, man. As long as we over here not connected to Africa, man, we're gonna be in this position forever because they control the rules, they control the grounds, they got the slave patrol, they got the judges, they got the economics, they got the education system, they got the financial system, they got the nutrition system, the environmentals. You know, every environment, Black Hood, you already know we expose the toxicity with it, whether it's through the water, through the grounds. We always get the cheap land. So all that being said, if we do a Black Wall Street, they ain't having that. They showed it. They showed us that before. They got a big fuss about the company that came together in Georgia right now to buy those acres. You know, they hate Black Panther for even coming out with a movie for inspiration. So I mean, it's one of the things, man, where we say Bloods and Crips, because I had to bring it back. When we say Bloods and Crips and shit, or GDs and Stones, all that shit, basically, whether you going to college or you going to the block trying to get ahead. And why are you trying to get ahead? Because we're behind. So who put us behind? Not to put blame on them, because I understand everybody who speak on that. Not to say, put blame on them, but all that being said, we have to unify with our dollars or unify with Africa to get on one front for us in order to get ahead where we can be in a position for our great-grandchildren, not us. We may not see change in our lifetime, but for our great-grandchildren to be in a position where they don't have the nigga narrative of a house nigga or a field nigga. You know,
I want you to answer.
Brother, can I ask you a question?
Hold on, let me ask him one question real quick. I got a question real quick. So my only thing into this is I see all of these other races coming to the United States. They all have to struggle in their own right. But I all see them, when I see Africans come over here, they eventually build up and get their own businesses and start doing well, becoming doctors and this, that, and other. When I see Mexicans who even come over here illegally, they stand in a one-bedroom apartment. There's 16 of them sleeping. They all going to the same job, putting their money together. Next thing you know, they got their own lawn care business. They make no excuses. What's going on in the Black community where even though we in these hoods, we know there's a lot of money in the hood. How come we don't never see us come together, put our resources together to build up something to where we can actually get back to society, just like all of these other races are? Even though they coming out of situations of destitute, they still find a way to build something up. We the only ones that continuously make excuses.
It's a mindset thing. It's just a mindset thing. It's just plain and simple. It's a mindset thing.
It is.
The way the culture was raised in, the type of mindsets were the mindsets and habits.
Mindset, right?
Go ahead.
No, I wanted to ask you a question, bro, because you brought up Marcus Garvey and Malcolm X, and you even brought up Martin Luther King. But I wanted to ask you this question because it kind of piggybacks off of what the other brother just said earlier. Do you respect W.E.B. Du Bois?
Who you talking to? Me?
Yeah. No, the last dude that was talking.
Oh, the last dude that was talking that brought him up because Marcus Garvey didn't like him. Marcus Garvey considered him a coon and a house nigga and all that. But this was a brother, who started off at the bottom, but he worked his way up to the top. And even though, he had to work with white people and maybe had to kiss a few asses, he worked his way up to the top to start building black businesses, to help black people out. But they felt like he was the white man's puppet. Just because of his mannerisms, how he talked, how he did that shit, how he moved and all that. So a lot of people don't bring it. A lot of us don't even bring him up. And that's why I wanted to ask you.
I want to say something about what Lamont was saying. This is the real truth. The real truth is Black Americans. Hold on. The real truth is Black Americans. We are lazy and ignorant. We rather Most of us would rather sit home and collect that welfare check and smoke weed all day.
Nah, we're not lazy.
Listen,
We're
it's
not
the
lazy.
truth, bro. I've seen this way too many times. That's why you see Africans come from Africa. They work
That's
hard in
not
their
true.
country. So when they get that opportunity and they come here, they take
That's not
advantage
true.
of that. That's why you see so many Africans become nurses and doctors. So many Asians coming here become surgeons and all of that.
That's not
Because
true.
in their home country, they work really hard. Over here, the Black Americans over here, they rather be in the streets,
Man,
slanging
listen,
dope, sit
why they
home and
don't?
collect the
That's
Hold
not
on.
welfare check.
necessarily
Let
true.
That's the
Iron Bite
truth.
finish. Let him finish, and I'm gonna go to somebody else. Go ahead, Iron Bite.
Hey, and that's the facts because I live around that shit. I see, and the Hispanics do the same thing. Blacks and Hispanics, they rather stay home, be lazy, collect that easy money. That's why how many Africans do you see come from their home, get that opportunity, and they say, I'm not gonna mess this up. They take advantage of that, get into school, graduate. We look at them as lames and stuff. Oh, look at that, going to school, all that proper and stuff. And then they graduate and they become the nurses. There's a percentage of Black nurses in America, and the majority of them are Africans. You go to Europe, it's the same situation. So that's really the truth, bro.
Go ahead, True the King. Go ahead, True the King.
The
Nah,
majority,
over here,
the
yeah,
highest,
we done lost
the
hope.
most educated people in the United States are Black females. That's not all African.
Well, are they educated? But I'm gonna only ask you this
No, I'm just
because
saying, but I'm saying, but I'm not
no,
done. I understand what you about to say, but like that,
no. I'm gonna tell you one thing. You say that they're educated, but Black females also make up the biggest buyers of Mercedes Benz in the United
right,
States.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Right, that was what I was
How
about to go.
educated are you? You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
it's just like, but I'm saying we just don't. The mind going back to like the mindset. It is this. Listen, we have the tool. Listen, we have the tools. We have the tools right there, but we're not building nothing. It's right there. We not like we can't like we ignorant. We ignorant and lazy when it comes to
So,
doing what's right for us. But you know what I mean.
I'm gonna tell you
But we
what
have the tools. We just refuse not to do nothing with it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna tell you what we ignorant and lazy at.
uh,
Self-education. Black people don't want to learn nothing. Anytime you tell a Black kid to read a book, he gonna say hell nah. He want to play the game all day or be on IG or Snapchat, bro.
But that starts from when you're young. A lot of times, like
No,
you
it
got to get
don't,
them
bro.
young. Okay, all right.
Nah, I want to go ahead. Say what you was gonna say.
No, I was about to say it starts when you're young because the thing that a lot of people associate with reading is, well, Black folks is lame. Oh man, you're a white man. So again, you're going back to why would I do that if I'm a Black dude? If you're fed that type of mindset, I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's working off association. Your brain works off association.
Yeah.
So if you tell me, oh man, that's what them white folks be doing. As a young kid, I'm saying, as a young kid, again
hey,
and
can I speak on
again,
this?
and you keep repeating. Go ahead. You got it. You got it.
All right, so I was that kid. My mom's was educated, but we was in the hood, so we was hood rich. And all that being said, I'm the kid that went out on the block, and my homie's like, "Hey, bro, you talk like a white boy. You better learn how to switch it up and put me on game." But all that being said, we lost hope over here. The majority of the younger generations have lost hope between the older generations not coming
Bruh,
through after the
bruh.
67 got here, and our situation is more than just slavery, more than just slavery and civil rights. What happened in between?
To the brother that just spoke
I want you to
about,
understand that you understand
you
we're
know
not a
what I
nigga.
mean, how
Until
sometimes
we understand we're not a nigga, we're gonna be in this position.
to the brother that just spoke about how sometimes, you know what I mean, Black people might look at another Black person as a lame when he's trying to do the right thing. Like, I still am a firm believer that, you know what I mean, even us as Black people, we still understand capitalism. And I feel as though if that Black person that was doing all that shit was the nigga with the bag, I feel like he'll have control, because I feel like those Black people that you'll still see will all turn into yes men because they want to be around him, because he has the bag, because he can provide like certain shit, you know what I mean, for these niggas, you know what I mean, that they might not want. Now, they might not be trying to learn from him or some shit like that. They might just be trying to hang around from him to get handouts and shit. Now that's different, but I still think that they still understand and respect capitalism
Right,
at the
but
same time.
yeah, but slide. Hold on, I got
We
examples.
don't understand capitalism, dog.
I was just
Right.
about to ask, dude. Do you
Because
really think that?
Yeah, I got examples. I
hold
got
on.
examples. Oh,
If you understand capitalism, you're not a consumer. We the biggest consumers there is. That tell you we don't understand capitalism. If we understood capitalism, we wouldn't be in the street marching asking for civil rights. You in a capitalistic society. Period. There ain't no room for social issues.
Right.
Only the bread talks.
Yes, sir. That's facts.
right, and I got example about going with Sly was saying when you say if the person
Yeah.
was just talking white, if he had the
So
bread,
how do we
right?
affect? Go ahead, bro.
But here's the thing. Remember the Fresh Prince episode when Carlton was trying to get in the frat club, whatever. Greek
One of the realest
the fraternity.
episodes ever. One of
And
the
then
realest
he had all
episodes
the
ever.
money. He had money. He did everything he was supposed to
And the
do.
dudes hated
And
him.
they
And the
did. And
dudes
they
hated
didn't.
him.
And they didn't respect him because he came from. He didn't come from the quote unquote the hood.
Made
So
him
it's
watch
like
toilets and
he had
all that, son.
he had money and everything, and he still didn't get that respect. He came from a good household, but he still didn't get that respect.
I'm gonna
So
tell
That's
y'all
that's
something.
jealous. That's
I'm gonna give
jealousy.
y'all something
But
to think about.
I feel what y'all said. But that
I'm
was
gonna give y'all
jealousy,
something.
though.
I'm gonna give y'all
That
something to
was
think about.
envy.
Yep.
If Kobe Bryant did not play basketball, and God rest, so I'm not talking bad about Kobe, but if Kobe Bryant did not play basketball, this is a fact. Most black people, well, I'll say most niggas, would not like Kobe Bryant, and that's a fact.
Yeah,
So
I see what
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's
Yeah, ho
100% fact.
ho
I see
ho
exactly what you're
ho.
saying,
That's
bro.
why I was saying, bro. 80% of people that hate LeBron James, they're black.
Yeah.
They're black. Dude,
And
anytime
they,
a white man
bro,
came to me and asked me,
Hey,
anytime a white man
I
came to
know
me and
damn
asked
well
me
we're not
that
about to
shit,
turn
bro.
this into a LeBron and Kobe.
Nah,
we're not
nah,
doing
Yeah,
that.
he
nah.
We're
I'm
not
had
doing
just,
that.
anti-social
We just
just
getting to the
harassment
saying.
with
point.
LeBron.
We just speaking on the
Nah,
point.
Hey,
We're not.
nah. He brought
get
up
your
Yeah,
point,
Kobe.
Anti.
yeah, we're
Nah,
not.
he
Yeah,
brought up Kobe. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
go
He
ahead,
brought up
finish, Anti.
Kobe. No, hey, I told Lamont this story one day, dog. I was at work, and this white dude, he's a server named Snacks. I fuck with him. We always bet on games and shit. He came to me and asked me, bro, and it threw me off. He was like, bro, why do y'all as black people hate LeBron James so much? And we as white people, we understand what that mean, what that man means to the NBA and what he means, the greatness that he had. Like, bro, I was just looking at that nigga. Like, bro, I don't know. Like, it's a good ass question.
you said that man name was Snacks.
Name was Snacks, he a white boy.
you want to know what's crazy?
Hey,
When it comes to LeBron, when all these white owners were making these moves and all this and moving players and cutting them when they wanted to, when a player was hurt or maybe they had a family problem, they still cut them. No black person had a problem. Hey, that's just business. But when LeBron James does the same thing, he moves where he wants to move, he ruined the NBA. This is trash.
You would think, oh, he got black empowerment now. You would be
You
trying to
would think
push that
so.
shit.
But they want
right.
LeBron to be under a white man subconsciously. A lot of niggas want LeBron to be under a white man subconsciously.
But do you know why that is, brother? You know why that is?
Go ahead.
It's crazy, bro.
It's back to the jealousy. See, if that brother can make them moves and can do that, what's your excuse? So something got to be wrong with that dude.
Brothers, I want to tell y'all, I learned a bit, and you know what I mean, like from what y'all was speaking about how they still don't understand about capitalism, and y'all brought up the Fresh Prince episode. All right, I understand that. I just want to let y'all know that I was just speaking just off of my experience, just because I just remember at 19 years old, and I fucking made it to motherfucking just a little bit of money, just 5 figures. It wasn't no serious money, but it was a little bit of money. Just seeing like friends, just seeing like niggas out the woodwork, like I ain't never met before and shit, like trying to be my friend, and you know what I mean, like friends, like I ain't never had and shit, or females I couldn't get before. Now they coming to me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why my mind just works the way it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it just works like that. That just led me to believe that as long as I got money, can't nobody tell me shit. But y'all right,
Right.
it's not really like that. It's not really like that.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I look at it like this. That's why I've always stayed by myself. I've always stayed independent. As a guy, as a black person, that goes to a school with a good amount of white people and a good amount of black people. I as a black person in the school, I'm looked at as a white guy because I get a 3.9 GPA and I'm in advanced curriculum classes. So I don't understand, and I'm in my classes, I'm kind of upset. Why isn't there more people like me in these advanced classes? But and I think to myself, maybe it's because our mindset is we're not focused on the right things. It's just sad. We need to start celebrating more other things besides killing each other and being bad. We need to just celebrate the right things.
That's facts.
Hey, Iron Bite, and another good example of
And we
that
don't
is like
control the sources.
Iron Bite. Another example is when you thought it was about to go Kobe LeBron argument.
Yeah.
We can't just state our opinion and say, you know what, bro, you think Kobe the best, I think Mike's the best, or I think LeBron's the best, and say, all right, cool, man, that's good. We get emotional. It's like you take something away from me if my guy ain't the guy.
Yeah.
Because these folks self-identify
Hey,
with their favorite athlete.
that's because people get emotionally attached, man. If you watch a player for so long, it's like I just see like there are people that will literally defend MJ and say he has no flaws and defend him to the T. Like, are you that emotionally attached to a player?
Right, but it's more about what it is self-reflection of our inabilities to have our own meaning, to have our own worth. Right? It's all about self-worth, and we need as black men, and what we doing tonight. Hey man, this is an awesome conversation. I appreciate all you brothers, all your vantage points, viewpoints, because this is where we start, right?
Because at the end of the day, all basketball is entertainment.
Right.
And I was on another channel, y'all. I'm not gonna say channel. I was on another channel, and I was speaking basketball, and another grown man blocked me. All I was doing was talking basketball, y'all. I didn't call the man any name. I didn't say nothing disrespectful.
Hey, stop
I
that,
just got blocked.
Stop that.
I just got blocked.
Hey,
I'm not. No. I'm
just
just
separating
telling you.
right now. Look,
I'm not
You ain't the
separating
first,
nothing.
you ain't gonna be the last.
No, I understand.
what you saying.
I don't hold nothing against it, but it goes back to saying.
Hey, time out.
Hey, but earlier I said something,
Time out.
and
The way we keep this going is you support a channel like Lamont. Hey,
Say that again.
Man. Time out. The way we keep this going is you support a brother like Lamont, and you contribute $5 a month or something like that, where something like this can get more views in the future, man. We can just spark the idea.
Absolutely. Hey, Lamont, you got to get that PayPal set up, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it up and running. I keep forgetting. I got everything else.
Do Cash App because PayPal be taking bread. Man.
Yeah, no, the Cash App is
PayPal
always on the screen. It's always on the screen if y'all want to donate. Yeah, I mean it's right there. I don't want to force it down your throat, but if you want to, it's there.
Right. Hey, but earlier I said something about us black folks, like, we coming, we moving forward, we doing good. I wanted to elaborate on one thing. I was specifically talking about, how back then I remember in school they used to be like, oh, when your skin complexion was too dark, you was like, oh, when you turn off the lights, you can't even play hide and seek because we can't see you or something, like those little corny jokes, like, oh, African booty scratcher, all that, because a person's skin tone is a little bit darker.
Bro, colorism
Iron Bite, why you bring me back to my motherfucking damn childhood?
Hey, listen though. I feel like
you bring it back all the black. You bring it back all the black jokes all the time.
Right.
Oh, I went through it. That Dave Chappelle special came out, and he was ranking on Charlie Murphy. As soon as I come to school, hey, darkness. Opposites, dog, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Hey,
Nah, go ahead,
and
bro.
I
I
feel
didn't mean to
like
cut
now,
you off.
Brother
but I
Doc.
feel like now we learn, like a lot of people are learning to appreciate, you know, and feel comfortable in their skin. I see a lot of black love going on, saying, "Oh, your skin is beautiful," you know, your melanin, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they promoting self-love. Because we can't watch these little girls grow up and be like, "Oh, I'm dark skinned, I hate my skin." Because I see a lot of black guys do that. So like, "Oh, I don't like dark skinned women. I don't like this. I only like red bones. I only like that's corny to me." So I feel like, you know, a lot of people are learning to appreciate and love their own skin, and like we, you know, being body positive and all of that. So I appreciate that. We coming together. It's
Man,
a
the
little
blacker
bit
the
of growth.
berry, the sweeter the juice, nigga. Blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I say I don't think
Yeah.
that's corny, bro. You got a preference, dog. Ain't nothing corny about that.
Bro, that's corny though. You can have a preference, but you don't
You
gotta
gotta
talk
have a
down another
preference.
skin. You
Oh,
don't gotta
you
talk.
ain't gotta talk down. But if I
That's what a lot
like
of.
light skins, I like light skins.
Yes, that's
That's
your
my
preference. But I see a lot of dudes be like, "Oh, only
You
like
don't
light
down
skinned
it
girls,
though. Yeah,
dark
I
skinned
understand
girls
what
are
you're saying. All
ugly."
right.
Like, you
I
don't.
don't down to me. No. Me personally, I don't even discriminate, nigga. You could be black, you could be orange. I bang your ass over. What you talking about?
I've heard
What you
I've
talking
heard
about?
light skinned girls tell me they ain't dating no light skinned dude because they soft. I've heard
Yeah.
that.
Hey, that too.
That's a
Like,
fact,
bitch,
though.
you
I heard that
all right,
too.
double back, bitch,
Yeah.
you light skin. Fuck you talking about?
Right. Then there's like
Hey, but you
there's
know,
like you
but you
wear
know what's
glass,
funny
you wear
though?
glasses, you get called
Hey,
Urkel and all the other crazy stuff,
but
man.
whoever said the light skin thing, but back then though, light skin
You
was a
know
thing
what?
back
You
then.
know
But
what?
now dark skin is the thing.
Besides
What do you
besides
mean
the
back
race,
then? It was like 4 years
besides the
ago. It wasn't
race,
even that long ago.
besides the race, can I ask every man on here a panel? How many
Oh Lord.
BBWs have you taken down in your life?
Oh, hey, that's
Let me
my
see
shit.
your
I ain't
show.
even
All
gonna
right.
lie.
What
Hey,
do you
that's my
cons-
shit.
Hey,
That's
what
my
do you
shit. I ain't
consider?
even
What do
gonna
you
lie, cuz.
consider? What do you consider BBWs though? That's
Nigga,
all. See now you
220,
get, you know what I mean?
225 and up, nigga. Fuck you mean?
225 and up.
You know what?
Denied,
225 and up.
denied it,
225.
denied it. If you
Hey, I
saying
ain't
Y'all
gonna
that,
lie. Hey,
denied it.
Okay.
y'all hitting linebackers.
Any
I
chick on
love.
Golly.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good
God.
Amazon built bitch, boy. Fuck
Y'all
you
hitting
talking
All right,
about?
offensive
man.
linemen out
Y'all
here.
done went all
Lord
left
have
on the
Yeah,
mercy.
y'all
conversation.
went left.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little
Hold
Amazon
on.
built bitch, dog.
Y'all went left like
Stop
a
it.
mug.
Nah.
Y'all
Hold
went
on.
Y'all
left like
hitting
a mug.
Hall of Fame linebackers out here. Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Hey.
hey, I just want to say, hey, good night to all you brothers, man.
Yes,
Y'all hold
sir.
it down.
Yes, sir. Hey, we about to
Salute, man. Hey, man.
we about to wrap it up, man. We've been here going at it about 3 hours strong. Appreciate everybody that's in the
Hey,
chat
man. Shout
that
out to you,
chimed in on
Lamont,
this.
man. Salute.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, we lost a great one, man. The man was talented. Like, no matter how you slice it, no matter, you know, his transgressions of the past or how he was living, the man was talented and he had a good thing going, and we lost that. And that's the biggest thing I want to take away from it is just like, I mean, even if we got people that they ain't living the right way, if they got a talent, we got to be able to help them exploit that and build on it and not get taken from our community too soon because like all that talent just went to waste over nothing.
Right.
And at the end of the day, that's the worst thing. Like if you liked them, if you gang bang and you didn't affiliate with them, at the end of the day, we lost a great one, or at least a local legend. He's always going to be a local legend in Chicago. And now we got to live with that. But I mean, if anybody else got anything on the way out, man, let it be known now. If you got your channel, you want to shout your channel out, you might as well
Hey,
do
how
it now.
many of y'all actually listen to Ken Von? Because I didn't really, to be honest.
Hey,
I
me
did.
neither. I
A
don't even
little,
know who he is. How old was
I
the
did.
dude,
little
dog?
I
bit,
heard like one
little
song.
bit.
No, I
How
listened
old
to
was
him.
he,
I
Lamont?
did listen
How
to him.
old was he?
He's
Yeah,
26.
easy.
Dang, bro. That's a baby, dog.
Yeah,
That's a baby, bro.
it's crazy, man.
It was a good talk tonight, though,
Hey,
y'all.
hold up. Hey,
Yeah.
True TV, nigga, why I can't find your channel, nigga?
Just type in True the King, man. Just type my name in. Hold up, I'm about
I
to
type
sit.
your
I'm
name in.
about
All
to put it.
type of shit pop up.
Hold up, man. I'm about to
Type
put
it
the link in my channel now.
type it in the comments so I can put it on the
Yeah.
screen.
Hold up.
Yeah. But shout out to you, Lamont, man, for creating this platform, man, for us to speak on, bro. It's a great thing for real.
Oh yeah, no problem, bro. No problem. And it's what's been surprising me most is how many people are actually coming in, chiming in, listening. Like every time I look at the chat, it'd be new names, new faces that I ain't seen before. So like we got Miss Ashlyn, we got AOP. I haven't seen AOP before. Beat Man.
Miss Ass, what's she at?
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, make sure y'all all subscribe, hit that notification bell, because you know we usually dropping something different every day. We try to mix it up. I don't like sticking with the standard talking points of just bashing on LeBron or trying to big up.
Right,
Like,
man.
we got to be
Hey,
flexible.
man. Gotta
Even if
be
we touch on
versatile.
other sports, boxing,
Yeah, but even
football, we got
cricket.
to touch on it all, man. We got to touch on it
Man
all.
Hey,
said
y'all talked
cricket,
about the
man.
Lamar. Y'all talked about
Who watched
the
cricket?
presidential race and stuff.
Fuck
Oh, y'all
no.
don't talk
Man,
about
I
that.
don't care
Once
about that
once
shit.
it's locked in, I mean, I might touch on it, but at the end of the day, I
they
don't
It's
like
milking them. They
rigged.
milking them. They
It's
milking the
rigged.
ratings.
It's
Listen,
rigged.
They milking it for ratings, man.
It's
They've been talking
rigged.
about this for 4
No, it's
days.
not
Like,
rigged. I would much rather, like, if I'm gonna talk about politics, I would rather get people talk about it on a more local level. So people,
yeah,
if you start controlling your local politics, then that has more effect on your communities than the president.
yeah.
So I
People,
mean, I don't really want to talk on it because it's not. I don't really truly believe he's gonna make the change necessary for us. The local politicians had the
There
ability
you
to make
go.
the change.
There
yeah,
you
I'm about
go.
to put it in. I'm about to put it in the comment section now.
Yeah, go ahead and put it in the comments because people dropping out. I put up the
Yeah,
sign that's showing
Hey,
it, so
I
people
fuck with
dropping out
y'all
now.
later, so.
Yes,
The
sir.
demo
Hey man,
races.
all y'all in here. Make sure
yeah.
next time.
True to
Hey,
King True to King TV. TRUDA
Hey, I appreciate it.
King TV,
Hey,
man.
true, nigga. You ugly, nigga. Damn.
Hey, man.
You
Listen.
ugly, nigga.
Hey,
Nigga, you
I've been
got an
here since.
old man face, nigga. How
Hey,
old is
man.
you?
Man, I'm 20. I'm 24, man.
Hey, you
I
got an
ain't
old
gonna.
man face, nigga. Like my uncle.
Hey, I've been here since birth, man.
Oh, okay. You cool, man. Let me go ahead and subscribe to your ugly.
Well,
all right, y'all, man.
All right,
Hey,
I'll
I
fuck with y'all
appreciate
later,
it.
bro.
Appreciate everybody
Good
jumping
nigga.
in. Hey, I want to see y'all new faces. AOP, Low
hey,
Radar, Joan, Ezzy. I want to see all
Respect
y'all
once
hop in
again.
this live chat
I have
next time, man.
a blessed night.
We need
hey,
new faces in this chat. I want to hear from
Right.
more
We
people.
need new
you're
faces. I'm tired of seeing
new,
True every day.
new
Y'all
perspective,
kill
man.
him.
They listen, man. Listen, I don't debate everybody every day, man. So y'all can come here and we can just talk, man. I don't,
Um,
be. I ain't
Hey,
forget
true.
that.
Shut your
I ain't
channel
forget
down.
that battle.
Shut your
I ain't
channel
forget.
down, true.
Listen, I forget that debate, Iron.
I don't
I
remember no
forget.
debate. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it was about the 80s defense. Something like you said something about the defense, something like
That's an
that.
asterisk, bro. I don't remember that.
Man.
But all right, man. Hey, salute to Lamont, man. Great show, bro.
Yes, sir, man.
Good to
We'll
hear
be
you,
back
man.
tomorrow, man. Hopefully, depending on how busy I am.
All right.
But definitely part 3 dropping though. So make sure y'all stay
Oh
tuned.
man. Oh man, I'm gonna be tuning in that. Salute.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Hey, y'all
Hey,
have a good
yo.
one. All right, salute, chat.